I am late, Tiny. I was actually in a TikTok live, child, that got a little bit heated. Got a little bit heated. What's good, y'all? Welcome into another All American Live After Show. Which it good sis. I'm opening up the Discord immediately. Cause this is just really gonna be like a talk back, y'all. When I tell you my brain barely has anything in it but Sinners. I went to go see Sinners for the fourth time 3 hours ago. 4 hours ago. Actually, I drove an hour to go watch it for 2 hours and 17 minutes because I stayed all the way to the very end when the lights come on. And then drove another hour and 15 minutes back so I could make sure I got on this damn live. And that was my fourth showing. Y'all gonna have to talk to me because I watched the All American episode. Shout out to the members. Y'all got to see my live reactions. I did that earlier this morning. If you're a member of the channel, you haven't seen it yet, the video is up in the members only tab. Thank y'all so much for being members of the channel. I watched it. I cackled most of it. And then again, I went back to another center screening. So y'all gonna have to help me out. Y'all gonna have to talk me through this. Because my head is not with All American. It wasn't a terrible episode, but my head and my heart right now is not with All American. My heart is with Smoke, baby. That man. Oh, anyway. Welcome in. Y'all drop y'all's ratings. Let me act like I know what I'm doing and not forget how to do this. Like, how long you been doing this, Erica? Stop it. Drop your ratings in the chat for episode 11, No Role Models. How'd y'all feel about it? What did you think? Tell me all the things. Right? You put in the damn Discord that you let All American irritate you for the last time. And I saw that before I went to go watch it and I was nervous. Like I was like, dang, what did they do on this episode? But I didn't feel like they did that much on this episode, y'all. Like, is my audio good? Hey everybody, welcome in. It's echoing. Hold on. Sorry. Got you. Okay. That should be better. There should be no more echo. Keisha's been asking for a live discussion of Sinners. Are y'all going to actually show up if I do a live on Sinners? That's the question. Cause I could talk about it for days. I could talk about it for days. Okay? Khalil's dad gotta go. Y'all are hilarious. Jada gave it a 10. Did anybody put any ratings in when y'all first came in? Because I know y'all been in here talking for a while. Y'all been in here talking for a while. We were right. Okay. Jada gave it a 10. Kofi gave it a 10. Kendra gave it a 10. Janelle gave it an 8. Hey, Ahmad. Welcome. This is a heck of a time to jump into All American, baby. So welcome. If you're going back to watch from the very beginning, I also have a All American playlist where you can watch all of my breakdowns for all the episodes thus far in the series. It's a wild ride, and including my breakdowns, it's a wild ride. It's been a journey. Matt gave it a 7 because Dion showed up. Not you dinging them because Dion showed up. Dominic gave it 10 out of 10s around. Hey, Aaron, boo. Welcome in, honey. Aaron gave it a 10 as well. Supernova gave it an 8. Trudes gave it a 9. I'm gonna put up a poll on my community tab if y'all want to do a live to talk about Sinners, because I don't know if y'all really there when it comes to Sinners, how I'm there. And if we gonna have a conversation, I want us to actually have a conversation, because I have so many damn thoughts. Like when I tell y'all this damn is this echoing for me? Okay, good. This film, it has a hold of me, child. My friends literally Ryan got you in a chokehold. He He absolutely does. Infamous. Ivy O gave it a 10. Kay said 10s across the board. Keith said a 9. Destiny said an 8. Hey Micah, welcome in, boo. Jack gave it a 9. Would have been a 10 if Dion wasn't in it. What's y'all's beef with Dion? Dang, he can't pop up for a hot second. He can't slide in. You think the half brother did it? Child. Are you gonna go see Sinners tomorrow? Who? Okay, I'm gonna need to recruit y'all. I'm about to be traveling, and my heart is really hurt. I have seen Sinners 4 times. Real quick, we're gonna get into All American, I promise. I've seen Sinners 4 times. I've seen it in 70 millimeter twice, because we have 2 theaters, and I had to drive an hour. Twice. Why the hell are they starting the damn film prints tomorrow? So the same theater that I went to today, they're giving out film prints tomorrow, but I'm going to be on a plane tomorrow and I need a film print so bad. Like, I don't appreciate it. I don't. And where I'm going, like, I'm not going to go get on a train for 3 hours to go to New York just to go to Lincoln Square to get this damn film print because I need to have it. I'm so pissed. I've seen this film 4 times. If anybody deserves one of them damn film prints, it's me. And I'm going to get one. I don't give a damn if I got to call cousins, sisters, whomever. I'm about to call everybody tonight. Like, who's going to help me get this goddamn thing, including the theater that I'm just at? Because I'm also down to, like, call the manager, buy a ticket. Of course not go, but, like, y'all, I bought this damn ticket. I will not be there. But y'all need to hold my film print until Tuesday when I get back and come pick that hoe up. I'm really stressed about it, y'all. If you didn't know, select theaters are giving out Sinners film prints in the second week of it being out. And none of them motherfuckers is in the DMV. None of them hoes is in Philly. I could get the Philly quick. None of them is in Virginia. What the hell? None of them is in Detroit. I could send my sisters. Bruh. That's stressing me out right now. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. And that's occupying my mind. But anyway, let me get down to what we here for, okay? Let me get down to that. Kenny, hey boo, welcome in. Gave it an 8.5. Oh, y'all going to go see Sinners this week? What? Why y'all late? But not too much, because I want y'all to go, and we need strong ass second week tickets. I might go see for a 5th time. I ain't even gonna hold y'all. Shy Girl J23 gave it a 9. Hey boo, welcome in. Yes, the Lawrence Report is a collected thing, and this particular theater had the little popcorn tins or whatever, so I made sure I got that and the cup. I also was like parlaying with the manager down there because I want that big ass like standing thing that they have. Like, once y'all done with it, I will pick it up. Don't throw it in the trash. I will come and get this shit. Like, don't play with me. That's where I'm at with it. Collectors, this film is so damn transformative. Like, anyway, we're talking about All American. But if any of y'all in a place that's close to it and you be willing to go and get Erica this damn film print, I will buy your ticket and you give me the film print. We could work something out, baby. We could work something out. Hit me in the DMs if you could help a sister out. Okay. Spencer and Khalil should take out. Not Spencer and Khalil. Y'all want Spencer to come from the damn NFL and catch a body? Child. Ava slept with Cassius was funny and necessary. I love that for her. We need a little bit more hand-to-hand combat, I fear. And I'm glad we got it. Not you more upset with Olivia being the next episode, but it makes sense. It makes sense. What would I give this episode? I would probably give this episode a 7, but I don't know if that's because my mind ain't there. And I was laughing most of the time. Like, I didn't take so much stuff seriously. I was trying to figure out where Dion was coming from when he was like peeping that there was an attraction or whatever with Khalil and Amina. And I'm like, wait, did they date? I don't remember them actually dating. Like, what the hell? What the helly? Because he was giving weird energy. Like, towards the end, he was like, oh yeah, and supporting, like, you need to know that he actually likes you. But the way that he had initially responded, I was like, well, wait, do you like her? Don't piss me off now, because we already got too much going on. And then not her calling his mama. Like, y'all, for a split second, I was like, yo, that's your girlfriend, KJ. Amina's your girlfriend. When she called his mama, child, Tori could never. Y'all's girl could never. Where we starting at? 7 is too low. It's too low. But again, I'm also just being honest. Like, my mind is not on it. I don't know. If y'all watch my members only live reactions, what do you think I rated? It was a bunch of things happening. And also, I'm not moved by Granddaddy Jeremy's like villain origin story. It's stupid and petty as hell. You too damn old for that. At your big age, you looking Cassius dead in his face and saying he's your greatest disappointment when that man standing there looking how he look? Sir, it might improve. As we talk about it, it might improve. Tori wasn't in the episode. Okay, so it's a 7.5. And Tori is getting her ass embarrassed while not being in the episode. I love that for her. The way that boy ran to Amina's house when Tori's house was closer. Cackling, okay? Cackling. All right, Dominic dropped the Discord link in the chat. So if you guys want to call in, you can do so. By clicking the link, coming into the Discord. I don't know who this is. Why is it? It's on streamer mode. What is going on? Hold on. I don't know what's going on with my damn. What is going on with Discord right now? I can't see your name, so I don't know who this is. It just says T. Can you hear me? Dominic,
Hi.
is that you, Dominic? You can do so. You gotta mute the live. When you're in this Discord, you gotta mute the live on YouTube. I can't see your name. I'm sorry. What's your name?
Oh, JJ.
Hey, JJ. Welcome in.
Hi.
What's some thoughts that you want to share?
Um, it was crazy to say the least. I don't know how I feel about uh the grandfather. It just kind of came out of his whole reason for revenge is stupid.
It is. And corny. AF. It's just like, sir, you couldn't find nothing else, nothing else to talk about, nothing else to like all this time? All this time? You about 60 and to I don't know. Also, maybe this is also probably why I'm hovering around a 7, y'all. Now that I'm really starting to unpack it with y'all. I am not a fan of the like, well, Billy did this and Billy said this and Billy did this all now after he's dead. The way that they have used this man to be the bridge to all the damn stories that they trying to tell, I can't. Like when they said when Grandpa Jeremy said, well, when Billy called, I'm like, oh brother, of course Billy the Saint, Billy the great dad, Billy the most phenomenal coach in the whole damn world did another great thing before he died. Meanwhile, we watched him over the course of freaking 4 seasons be a damn menace. Of course. Absolutely, of course. So that might be why I'm hovering in the 7s. I think that's Shy. Hey Shy. Hey Kofi. Welcome in, y'all.
Hey Erica,
Hey
hope you're
Dominic.
doing well.
Child, I
I
am.
know
Aside from sinners not turning me loose, turning me every which way
I
but loose,
know
I'm fine.
and I love that for you. I love that for you so much. I'm supposed to go and watch it. I didn't get a chance to watch it. These studies whipping me, but I love that
Oh,
you are enjoying it and getting all these inspirations. This episode was a. I will do the speaking for you, Erica. This episode was a wild one for me. I watched it in the public transport because I saw the live notification. It was really good. I try my best not to do too much on Cassius because if that was my dad and my dad was telling me you're the greatest disappointment, he had me running around the field 5 o'clock in the morning for my birth certificate. Please, please, Frank, you're 1 foot in the grave already. You need to relax yourself. You need to calm down. You need to do
yeah.
this. And I am so grateful KJ is breaking the family generational curses. Speak power to that. And thank
KJ
God,
took
I know
his foot and put it on Cassius's neck and did not lift that hoe up all episode. I said, okay.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh my goodness. Hey Shy, hey
And
Kofi.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
What's up, E?
Child, nothing. Nothing.
Yeah, yeah. I haven't had. Man, work's been kicking my butt, so I haven't had time to go see Sinner. So when I get free time, maybe I gotta put some money up and go to a movie theater up here. But
Yes, in
yo,
IMAX. See it in IMAX.
IMAX. Okay, all right.
That
Look it up,
matters.
man. No, I co-sign everything Dominic said. I'd take it a step further. The moment that you call me a greatest disappointment, oh, we throwing hands. I don't give a damn if you're my father. Like, nah,
Mhm.
so like, nah, that's the villain stuff right there, though. Real talk, and low key, I came into this thinking, man, I was finna get into Cassius because I was finna call him a sucker, but because I can't believe you allowed this to pester on. Because of this, you lost the one woman that was down for you, and now it made so much sense why she decided to get the separation because you stopped talking to her. But then seeing and shout out to Steve Harris and his great acting because he just knows how to play a villain. So good for him. But seeing all
Even
that
one
this,
with terrible ass motivations. They
yes,
don't even.
right,
That's not even
but
a really strong villain backstory. And
no, it's not.
that's why they
But
had to go
yeah,
get his ass because he's menacing all by himself. They knew it was no, it
yeah.
was fluff.
So they needed to bring the heavy hitters up in here. So, but yeah, for you to say that about your son, I'm just glad he stood up to him. But I could even see that he shrank and became that boy that was scared of his dad back in the day. And as a man, what type of man is you, bro? What type of man is you, Frank? Like you supposed to bring life into your son. You don't be doing this and then and being a bully and all this type of stuff. But I'm glad KJ broke it, and I'm glad Cassius grew a pair. And honestly, you know, it did my heart good that even though Ava was still mad at him, she still made it so that that little boy up in here in his heart needed to be fixed. And we need to change this. We need to change. We need to have a disclaimer for all American because all this is telling me is that black men need to go to therapy because they got too many daddy issues in this show. My
And they
goodness.
don't, not to cut your cross, Kosi, they don't need to wait until they get married for the wife to
Yeah.
deal with that. They need to go to do therapy. Why Ava and she big age had to be telling Cassius grow up here or slap. Mind you, the slap was
Yeah.
very good. Remind me of
Yeah.
when
Yeah.
Gabby slapped JR, but that's not the
Yeah.
point. Go to
She's
therapy,
better than
please.
me because I don't even know. Like,
Mm.
I mean, I've never been married before, so clearly this is just in theory, right? I'm speaking in theory, but knowing myself, the moment that I don't see you as a man, I don't know if we get to come back from that. And like, I don't like. She's just better than me because for like we are literally on the precipice of losing our damn marriage, and you're so gung ho to complete a mission with a man that you don't even like and respect, all because you believe yourself to like and respect him and want his validation, but really don't. But you got your own unit, your own family. We literally have a structure, we have a flow, we have a process to which we actually navigate all of the trials in life very healthily with open communication, with transparency, with all of the things. And you quite literally turn your goddamn back on that to do this. I don't know if it would take me so long to actually see him like the man I thought that I married. So I feel like their marriage is over.
And argue with that, but KJ wasn't gonna, KJ wasn't gonna let him off the hook though. So it's like, but I get what you're saying, E. But yeah, I feel you on that. But
I I
man,
just look
between
at
this,
like Cassius literally, and when she said it, it really crystallized. Like she's like, I never thought you would become your father. And the crazy thing is, it's like it's not even like a 1-to-1. Like you did exactly what he did. You became pathetic like him. When the hell was that the plan?
yeah, it's bad. Like I said, I was gonna call him a sucker. Like you deserve to be called a sucker, but maybe it's just my bias towards the men's is like, damn. But when I heard
But yes, y'all
freaking
need to go to therapy
Frank
immediately.
call him, yeah. But when I heard Frank call him a greatest disappointment, I'm like, okay, now I'm watching it on my computer screen. I'm like, yo, Cash, if you don't stand up and knock if you buck and stand up for yourself, talk, you better not take that mess. Like, I don't care if you're my father. You're not gonna talk to me like that, bro. I got value. I'm a better man than you. Look at how I've been able to raise my son KJ, albeit given everything that has happened, I hid from him. I would venture to say he a better man than you. I don't know if that's saying much, but he's done a lot better as a father to KJ than you have done to him. So that's kind of where I'm at with it. But man,
Yeah.
I'm just glad that this. I don't know if this is over, but I'm just glad KJ decided to put his foot down and break the curse, bro. Like
But even
and
with
that I
that, and
gotta
I
be
wanna I
thankful
wanna
for.
welcome Micah and Kenny in as well. But even with that, Kofi, what I do need more backstory on is like, what about your father did you look up to? What about your father actually had you bought in? Because it doesn't seem like y'all have ever actually had a relationship to where you would look up to him. We could go back to Jordan and Billy, and Jordan idolized Billy because Billy was actually cool. Your father has forever been a loser, and it feels like you have always known it. So what in the hell got you on board with this?
That part. Because like Billy was in the NFL, like he made it for a good while. He made it. I mean, his name is Frank in the show. He's a
Yeah.
loser. He's
Frank,
pathetic,
yep,
and
yeah, his name's
Cassius
Frank.
is pathetic. And I don't like. I don't even. I can't say I feel bad for him. I guess like it's sad to see. Yeah, you don't want somebody calling you a disappointment, but still, it doesn't negate the fact that Cassius is pathetic, and he's such a shell of a man. And it's like, grow up, like truly grow
Mm,
up, and let it go. Like I can't even. And I think maybe it's because it's dragged on so long
yeah.
that it's just like even after all this explanation and seeing that yeah he has daddy issues, I'm just still like Cassius, I don't care. Like you're married. Like you have a kid. Like
You
what is like where
won.
did
For
you
all
think
intents and purposes, you have already won, and you're literally handing back the goddamn prize for what?
this? It was ridiculous. Like where did you? KG said everything that needed to be said. Because where did
Mm-hmm.
you think this was gonna go? What were you gonna do? What is this? And I don't understand. Maybe y'all can explain it to me. What is this big Baker legacy that they're trying to ruin so badly?
Child.
Like
That's
so
what I want to know.
Jordan is a high school coach. Like that's it.
An
Mm.
assistant.
It's
Billy
Oh,
He
did,
not even a
Billy
he
it's
did
not
the
even
how
an
many
assistant coach. He's the
seasons in the
quarterback coach, ain't
NFL?
he?
it's
oh yeah,
delusion
a
from
quarterback
Frank's
coach.
mind. Yeah.
Hey,
Jordan is as big. Oh, let me not say that. That's too mean. I'm not even gonna say it.
stop. No,
Yeah,
but
we can't
like
come for Jordan because he knucking if you bucking, he with it.
he better not.
Yeah.
He needs to nurse his wounds because
Yo, and
you
I
already got one
Hold on,
on your
Kofi.
neck. You already have one on your neck, Jordan. So, not too much.
Yeah.
Not
That
too
boy said he
much.
was not scared of him and then got laid out. Okay, Jordan.
but low key, this reminded me when Spencer stepped to Tyrone back in season 2. He said, "I ain't nothing for me coming for your ass," and then he ended up getting shot. So, are we really
But shot
surprised
is a
that this
lot
was the?
different. It looked like Jordan got his ass beat and stabbed. That's up close. Jordan
Yeah,
Spencer
I
was in
get
a drive by. Like if Tyrone would have got out the
that's
car,
true.
Spencer had a chance. Jordan, baby,
maybe it was more than one dude. I don't know. I mean,
I
oh,
mean,
yeah.
his office was a mess, so it looks like it might have been. I'm gonna say if they do a flashback and it's one dude that walk up in there and it's real quick,
That's really
I'm a
impressive.
Jordan.
I don't think my man going outside. I hope he went down swinging, bro, before he got shanked. So that's all I want.
Kofi, keep dreaming. I mean, it's kind of embarrassing. I'm not trying to
why
make
was
life
he
easy.
even there? Like Jordan, please.
Yeah,
You walking around,
I just
and I was like, I don't know what the hell Michael got going on, but why is this dad bod poking out? You running around here with these goddamn hors d'oeuvres all episode, and then you just gotta run your ass down to Crenshaw in the middle of the night when the night that Marquee gets out. Like, use your common sense.
He's trying to prove himself.
oh,
The
Eric
dad
A
bod
says
was
you know that
going.
Jordan can fight. I know that Jordan can suck a punch. That's what I know. I know Jordan can suck a punch. I don't know if Jordan can fight.
Jordan's
Jordan
problem
is
is
good
he's
if
been
you're
dealing with.
unexpecting. If you're not expecting him, he's good.
And if you give a damn about him, because he also only fights people that love him.
That's true.
It's
But
a
Jordan's
whole other
problem is
fight
he's
when the
only
person
ever
really
been
wants you dead. Like, you can't just be. Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
Nah, he's only ever dealt with Spencer when it comes to Crenshaw people. So he doesn't. I don't think Jordan understands how dangerous some of them could actually be to him. Because Spencer was not bad. Spencer
Yeah,
was
Spencer
is
held
not
back.
like full Crenshaw. Like he's not that.
Christia says because Jordan's stomach was bothering me. I think he was supposed to give off dad bod. I don't know.
No,
Maybe
it
not.
was.
Already?
You can see
Already?
it. When he
He in
fought the
his early
curtain. You can see
20s.
it.
Or the character is supposed to be in his early 20s. So he was looking almost 40 in this episode.
Not almost 40, Lord.
That's insane. And they're supposed to be like 23 or something.
In the
Yeah.
episode?
Yeah, like isn't Jordan supposed to be 23?
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, but he didn't look it. He looked way
No.
older.
He looked like he all his life he had to fight.
So
No shade. Michael was still fine, but I was just like, can we untuck this shirt, please? Because what the hell is happening here?
No, yeah.
Let's talk about Khalil, y'all. Because the way that this little boy
Oh dear
is
Lord,
I have a
mercy.
I need to jump.
tether. I have a
Oh, yeah.
tether. If he's happy, I'm happy. If he's sad, I'm mad and ready to torch the damn earth. And the way Marquee popped up just completely deflated his whole everything.
Mild trumped.
Child. I was
was
so
very
Marquis
sad
sad.
for
is
him.
what Frank is to Cassius, and I don't like it.
Oh,
Just to see how these men just completely cower in front of their fathers,
Mm.
it doesn't sit right with me because it just reminded me of that episode when they had the school lockdown and he was pressing him in the hallway.
Mm-hmm.
I kind of got that vibe from Frank, and I just don't like I don't want him around Khalil. And I get like you want to have a relationship with your father, and I'm rooting for that, but like he's a terrorist, you know?
Yeah.
Mm.
But like
Can
unlike Cassius,
Yeah.
I feel like Khalil, like in the scene right before he goes to Jordan, like he he grew up, he like built the courage to tell his dad, no, I'm gonna stay with them. I'm gonna finish out high school. Not gonna live with you. I'm not gonna put up with all the stuff that you be doing. And he was like proud of himself. Like you can see he was going to tell Jordan, oh yeah, I stood up to my dad, and he was
Mm-hmm.
happy about it.
yeah.
And so whenever like to see, Jordan on the floor now he's probably gonna go into this whole like
A whole
space of just
thing.
blaming himself.
Because even that took a
Yeah.
lot to get there, right? Like we went on a roller coaster with him quickly, but we went on a roller coaster with him. He's sitting talking to Dion and Amina talking about some what's wrong with me. You got this boy questioning himself because he love your ass as your daddy. I mean, as your son, and you the damn daddy. Meanwhile, you're the menace. You're quite literally the problem. And the boys,
Complete
he
menace.
had to fight through all of that. Like, I still love my daddy, but I'm also scared. I don't want him here. Jordan literally said, "You want to go to the jail?" He said, "Hell no, I don't want to go to that jail."
Yeah.
Mm. I gotta give.
He went
I
through
gotta give
all
the
of that
actor.
only to arrive at the point of like being able to speak to what the hell is going on and what he actually wants, and he's finding his voice. And this is all a part, Amina. This is all a part of how he figures it out. Now he's trying to get into a damn thriving season, okay? He don't know what thriving looks like. He don't have the confidence in thriving season, Miss Mamas. But
So
you know,
don't
he's
know
figuring
how
it
to
out in this
lead right now.
episode, like as the episode goes on, and then he does confront Marquee and stands up for himself, only to be rewarded with that. Like he is going to be knocked back so many pegs because of this.
Yo.
So
Mm-hmm.
many.
Yeah.
I do. I feel like he finna crash out. I think, and I'm not trying to say he's gonna go back to his old tendencies, but just on some, I'm gonna try and protect everybody that I love. He might try and keep his distance because he
Yeah.
feels like everywhere. This is exactly why, Amina, I'm not trying to be with you, not because I don't like you, because Leon peeped it. the homies be knowing when you like a girl, okay? So it's not like he don't like you.
Well,
It's
Khalil is
because of
not
stuff like
hiding it.
that.
So Dion, of course, Dion see the goddamn billboard that his ass has erected a while ago. Like everybody sees it, but Amina. Dion
Every
ain't special.
everybody see it. He see it. He see it. He clearly sees it. Like he stood there as Amina gave Khalil the drip, and see the smile. It's like the light bulb went off, and it's like, oh, I see what it is. And so it's not like, and this is exactly why I mean it. Like, it's not like he don't like it. It's because of stuff like this. What happened to Jordan? Okay, he's trying to get out of survival mode. So, in
Amina
a
gonna make
roundabout
me.
way.
Amina gonna make my ass crash out because the way she's just so adamant of like, no, he doesn't like me. Like,
No, kiss me.
girl,
Cat, cat,
I
cat,
don't. I don't.
cat.
I mean, from her perspective,
I don't need
give it
okay,
a
personally.
rest, Amina.
I don't need
from her
Amina. One,
perspective,
Go ahead, Shy.
not too much,
Or yeah,
Erica, not too much.
Shy, from her
Okay?
perspective, lay it out, baby, because she's losing credibility as we go on. Like, if she looks at the boy in his eyes, do you not see what you like? The boy, the boy lights up when you come around. The boy is giving you dinners and whatnot at the 50 damn yard line. The boy thinks that keeping himself away from you is going to keep you safe, and he is communicating that as his priority. The boy is going to the damn weight room at 5 o'clock in the morning so he can be back at your house by 6:30 in the damn morning to make sure that you are taken care of and taken to damn school. Amina, please. The boy is ready to crash out with KJ every single time he sees him because you happen to place your lush ass lips on his goddamn lips and he actually feels competition by him. Amina, please, okay? Please. To say that I don't know if he actually likes me deeply, fine. But to say out your goddamn mouth 100% standing 10 toes down that he don't like you, period, please. Give it a damn rest. Oh, brother.
Thank you, E. This one rant, I am 1000% behind. This one, I'm
thank
giving you
you.
a round of applause. Yes, you took the words right out of my mouth.
And I love Amina, but I just see
Yo.
her, girl, you buying freaking sterling silver damn arrows and putting them on a fucking necklace, and you don't think that this boy like Amina, please.
Yes, man.
I don't need her to see it. I think I'm done. I don't need Khalil and Amina to be together. I need KJ and Amina to be together. I think last episode was great, but this episode sold it for me.
But
It's
Erica,
giving, it's giving
this is
soulmate.
coming after she decides to choose herself first, right? I think she
Did she
knows.
decide to choose herself, or did she decide to convince herself that this man don't like her?
I don't know, but I think in that moment when he went in for the kiss, she was very much right in stopping him and being like, "Yo, this wasn't coming from a genuine place right now. Like
Oh,
that
see,
wasn't the
that's where you
moment."
lost me. I'm agreeing that she stopped him, but I think she did it for the wrong reasons because her ass is simple. And he's simple.
And,
They both simple.
and try, I
Because
don't
he
think
was
it's
coming
not
from a
coming
genuine
from a genuine
place.
place.
He was
I
coming from
don't
the
think
most genuine place that he could come from.
he's not
In
in the
that
space to
moment,
think about
In that
romance.
moment.
Like, he's always thinking about survival. So
What wasn't genuine about it?
Because when we talked about
Wait,
this
Kofi, hold on
last
1
week,
second.
it was
Shy,
like,
what wasn't genuine about it?
oh, I'm not saying that it wasn't genuine, but I could see from her perspective, because that whole episode, he wrote her a letter that he wants to be a better friend to her, right? So that's in the forefront of her mind. But at the same time as he said that, he's actively avoiding her, not paying attention to her. Then she had to find out from other people that, oh, I almost got jumped. Then she had to help him accept help from Coop. And then she was doing that not as, oh, from like a relationship standpoint, but because she truly cares about him and his well-being as a friend. So him thanking her in that moment with a kiss, I feel from her perspective, it just, she wasn't doing everything that she did for him to be rewarded with that in that moment.
And I
So
know
I
that's not why she was doing the shot, but you literally are proving my point the same way that Amina's ass is proving my damn point. And I hate to do this. Y'all know I hate to do this, but I'm going to just go ahead and do it because it feels the most truthful right now.
I do it.
Tori.
Kofi is very quick to bring up the fake relationship all the time. And I typically be checking them on it because, like, okay, it was a thing
I'm
that she did.
guilty
It was
of
a
this.
tactic. But
Guilty.
you're the same girl who created a fake relationship to make him jealous and basically ultimately deal with your proximity to him so that you can be positioned differently in his eyes and ultimately lead to a relationship with him. But you cannot see that this man don't have the right words to say and that what something might look like might not be what it actually is, or what it sounds like might not be what it actually is actually what it look like. I'm calling bullshit because you don't get to
Hey,
use this for
she's
your
not a
benefit
mind
while
reader.
neither is Khalil. But you did what you did, wanting him to see you in a certain way, and then you turn around and do all of these things, and he actually communicates the best that he can. I'm staying away from you because I want to protect you. I'm staying away from you because I care. I'm doing X, Y, and Z because of this. Like, she's getting answers to all of it, even when she gets answers from KJ of like, oh, wait, he almost got jumped. He also got checked by KJ because he was blowing up your damn phone, got in his feelings about you not texting him back because he wanted your opinion about his goddamn situation. And KJ had to say, well, what about her situation? You know what, you're right. So why would I go and now tell her about this? All I'm trying to tell her is that I actually care about her and I'm sorry that I haven't been the friend that I needed to be. So that looks like for me, if I just got all this goddamn feedback from your text buddy, because don't you got somebody to text, that I ain't showing up, I ain't thinking about you, I need to handle my shit on my own while still caring about you, then of course I'm going to pull back. Of course I'm going to try to handle my business. Of course I'm going to try to create some damn distance. However, when you come around because you decide that you big and bad and you get to say when you come around all the big meanies and if you get to jump in front of a bullet for me, cool, and you push me to work through certain issues, and then I arrive at a place where I literally say I feel free, and the next thing I decide to do in that moment is kiss you. How can the girl who created the fake fucking relationship look at that and be like, oh no, you don't give a damn about me? Ma'am. I'm just calling bullshit,
Where's the
Shy.
lie, though?
I'm just
Where's
calling
the lie,
bullshit.
though?
Yeah, I also think it's a genuine portrayal though, because I think when you're in high school and you're young, sometimes it is hard for us to understand what it looks like when somebody likes you. We don't really pick up on those kind of subtle clues. Like it seems very obvious. Like I agree with you. It seems obvious. But I
I
feel like,
agree. I have
yeah,
agreed
when
thus
you're young,
far. Kenny, I
yeah,
have
I feel
agreed
like
thus
when you're
far.
young,
My only issue, like, I'm literally throwing up the red flag in this episode because now you have
yeah.
Dion who has not seen neither one of you do all of this shit that we watch y'all do. And he's now saying it.
Mhm.
And you're vehemently, like, against it. You won't even consider it. Now I'm calling bullshit. That's what I want to be clear about. Y'all know the past couple weeks, I'm like, all right, she young.
Right.
All right, she dumb. All right, she was trying to da-da-da. Like, I've been having Amina's back. But now that Dion, like, verbalized it, and your immediate thought is no, he doesn't, and it's no thought, it's no, like, there was no additional subtext there. She said it like she meant it. Like, it wasn't even like, oh no, he doesn't like me. No, she said hell no. Next.
Mm.
I'm like, Amina,
Maybe
please.
But who is Dion
maybe
though? He just him.
maybe
What if she doesn't want to admit her that she knows to him?
maybe she
Maybe.
just doesn't
And
want
Did
to
not
see
even
didn't
it.
see
he
that
have a
because
crush
quiet as
on her
kept, girl.
as
You don't want
well?
him to like you right now because your ass is really liking KJ. Let's wake that shit up.
Exactly.
I feel
No,
like
that's
that's
the
cooking in
thing.
the background.
Maybe
I
she
figure it
doesn't
out.
want to see it. Maybe she doesn't want to see it because then she won't have to like, because she's feeling KJ, she won't have to feel like, oh well, now I gotta choose. Because if she pretends like Khalil doesn't like her, then she can put all her focus on KJ.
I
But will
think
Yeah,
she
that's
because
what it
I
choose?
mean,
is.
She about to leave.
yeah, because I mean,
There's
that
no.
kind of I like that analogy because it seems like for you to just be like hell nah, you trying to deny like, oh, that time passed, we go on past that because you have some other intentions in your mind. Because Dion, I guess, has been portrayed as somebody who's a good friend to her and somebody that is a good friend to Khalil as well. So I feel like him of all persons, like she should be able to just say, "You think so?"
And
And
even if she don't,
yeah,
then talk to him. Because then he also was like,
yeah,
well, what about old light skin in the hallway? Is that the reason why you
Yep.
saying this? And then she denied that. And I'm like, Amina,
Please.
She did.
putting up
the
She
a
I
two
feel
front.
men
like
that you
she
talk to
left
about
it all.
everything, you can't talk to about them. Now you got another man that you can actually talk to, and you going, don't make me jump through this goddamn screen, Amina. You're pissing me off.
She putting up a front. She putting up a
I,
front. And
well,
going,
I
Yeah,
think with KJ, and I mean, I can see like her not thinking that, like thinking there's anything romantic there. I can see
no,
that because
But
they've
I think
kind of
she
just been
gotta know
friends.
something is there. She be feeling shit. Like
yeah,
He
she be
does
feeling
feel stuff. I feel
stuff.
like he,
look at how KJ looked at you after when he came by the house the second time, and he was about to let it slip about what was going on, and then she gave you, and then Amina gave him the advice to talk to your family first. Did you see how this boy was looking at you?
Okay,
Like,
I don't
let's
think that
let's
she
just
sees it, Kofi. So I agree. I'm agreeing with y'all in that
yeah
regard. Cause the same way that she didn't
yeah,
see it with Khalil, and I have been saying that for weeks. Again, I'm only pissed because she front in front of Dion this episode. Now I've had it. I'm throwing down my hat. But when I
yeah.
say when it comes to KJ, it's one thing to not see him, but girl, you do feel things. Like we have watched you feel things with him. So there
yeah,
needs to be some
yeah,
type of investigation, at minimum reflection on said feelings. Even if you don't plan to
Support
yeah.
it.
do nothing with them.
And Dion was that
yeah,
opportunity. I feel like Dion was that opportunity for her to reflect on that, especially because he was asking all these questions, and she's just like, "No, no,
Yeah.
no, no." And I'm like, "Girl, this is the time for you to flesh this out." So I agree.
Yeah, I agree completely. And Shy, like going back when you felt like you didn't think it was genuine for Khalil to kiss her, we just talked about this last week. I don't know if you were in the live. I personally think he was just going with what he was feeling at that moment. Now, did he fumble his words when he was talking to her when he said, "Oh, I thought that's what you wanted"? Yeah, I cringed when he said that, but Erica frankly pointed out this boy hasn't been in the space to think about trying to woo a girl or express his feelings to a girl because he's just been in survival mode. So because he's got this whole elephant, this marquee elephant on his back that doesn't seem to go away. So honestly, I had come up with the conclusion like, I mean, you should have accepted this kiss and whatever, and you and KJ or Khalil just work it out as y'all are going together because clearly you've been invested in trying to help this guy, boy. So
I ain't
I just
saying
figured
all
you should.
that, Kofi.
But right, well,
I
that's
think
just
that she
me.
should have
That's just me.
rejected the
I
kiss.
I
She definitely should have
I
I
rejected
think
the
I
I
kiss,
don't.
could
but we
have.
talked about that last week. Like she needed to also like say more words. Like where she went to, she just jumped her ass right off of a cliff.
Yeah,
And
yeah.
she should have
You
said
know,
more words. For me, I still like and going back, and I think I rewatched the episode after the live. Like him saying, "I thought that's what you wanted," to me seemed like less
like
about,
it's a
"Oh,
poor
I'm
choice
trying
of
to give you
words.
something in reference to guilt," and more about like partially consent. Like I thought that this was actually the plan, and I was the problem, and now I'm not the problem.
Yeah, that's kind of
Yeah.
where I felt about it too.
Hey, Tequila, welcome
Oh
in, boo.
God. Mm.
Wait, somebody was speaking. I don't know if it was Kenny.
Oh,
Yeah, I was just gonna say that, I mean, all of this just means that the ball is really in Amina's court. Like, I feel like KJ has been pushing lots of stuff, Khalil has been pushing lots of stuff, and she's just like standing there, like
She's
ignoring
standing
everything. And
Amina for
she
the
needs
win.
to do what? Like, she needs to, like,
She's
figure it out.
stressing
What
me
is it gonna be?
out. I'm sorry. I don't know if
Like,
it's
whether
tequila or tequila. I'm so sorry. I might have mispronounced that, boo. I don't, y'all. This one episode, I was just like, "That's KJ girl," for like all of 15 minutes, and I don't know how to handle it. I don't know how
yep,
to handle it.
yep.
but that moment
Yep.
with Khalil, though, I think she's very much 50-50
Mhm.
with
mm,
both men. And I
Mm.
think if the writers do it well, like either choice would be good for Amina.
Mhm.
I don't think I've ever felt this 50-50 about anything. Because, like, she's with KJ, and I'm like, okay, yes, I liking this. Then she
They
have a
just
moment with Khalil.
flow. She called his mama,
Yeah.
y'all.
Oh,
She
Yeah,
got
that's
him
that's
to the
some
damn
girl.
hangout and called his mom. I said, "Oh my
this
That's some
lord!"
girlfriend stuff,
crying
bro. That's
her
some girlfriend
eyes.
stuff, bro.
I
That's
just
what a
His mom.
knew
girlfriend would do.
Cassius had called her, and of course his
Mm,
goofy ass didn't.
And
Child,
I don't know. I just don't. I think because I think if she's gonna make a choice this season, it's gonna be Khalil.
I
Especially
don't
because
know because then
KJ
they
is so
also had the
hell.
boarding
I
school
feel like
enter in the chat,
yes, that is also a factor.
and I think
But if
that's gonna
she
mess
does make a
KJ. I mean, I
choice,
think that's gonna mess Khalil up, Micah. Like, if she
Mm-hmm.
decides to leave, I think that is going to break Khalil's heart.
I
yeah.
hope she doesn't. Like I don't think. I hope she doesn't. Like that would be horrible.
Yeah,
I
I don't
think it
think. And
depends because looking at what Khalil is gonna go through over the next few episodes, especially after what happens to Jordan, I think it could go either way where he might feel that her leaving might be what's best because that means she won't circle around him
Mm.
and she won't get hurt. Or it could be at a point where he comes to acceptance that even though his father is doing all of this, like he should still lead on his village and like he might take it to heart of her leaving. I think it just depends on the headspace where he's at when he finds out this information. Because he might think she's running away from him, or he might
Mm-hmm.
think that this might be the best thing for her because, like, his dad is crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Mm. There's only 2 episodes left, guys. Oh man.
Well, wait. Let's finish going around. I just put up a poll. Who do y'all think she should pick? You can vote in the chat, but everybody who's called in, you can say who and why.
She needs to pick herself and the
Mm,
school.
Oh, Dominic says schooling. Schooling.
That's
Okay.
not it. That's it. Y'all already. I think everybody knows where I stand. I called this in like episode 2. I said in episode 2, I was like, I'm picking a ship and I'm sticking with it and I'm staying on it. KJ and Amina all day, all day.
Because
But I
hey
think if
Brittany,
she
welcome
does
in,
make a
boo.
choice, I think I've said it like a million times. I just feel like it's so much easier for her with him. It's so much like it's like freer is probably not a word, but it's just like comfortable. It's like home almost. It's just like when you see them on screen, it's good. The way how they rely on each other, the way how they can talk to each other and be vulnerable, like about anything and everything. And it's a give and take. It's not just she's gonna help him. He actually also helps her. I think he's helped her in a lot of different ways throughout the season. But I think if she had to make a choice, if there's gonna be a choice, it'll probably be Khalil. Because I think KJ is a little he's still hell bent on this Tory thing. I don't know why, but he still is.
Is
Oh,
I do.
listen,
I do.
I
listen.
mean,
Yeah, he
he
is.
drove cross country, to
The girl,
his
the,
heart
he?
to let her know that, hey, I'm broken right now and I need you.
And
the
to
So,
girl
sleep
Yeah.
on her
say,
couch.
thank God it's you, know.
It
The
was
girl say,
giving
thank God it's
Monica. It
you.
was giving
Like
Monica and
that's why,
Quincy. It was very much so
and that's
giving. He
why.
just walked his ass across that little patch of grass in between the two houses. That's what it was giving to me. I don't know what it was giving to y'all.
Yeah,
How
no, and
far
that's
of
why.
a
Like
drive
every time I see, because I've like read for like promos and synopses, it's like he's still trying to push this Tory thing, and I just don't get why. Like
Yeah,
Nah.
I was
it
just
doesn't
about
make
to say
sense.
that. Just
Mm-mm-mm.
about to say that.
because
Okay,
he
well,
knows she wants Khalil.
keep going around with who y'all think. You want her to pick. Michael wants her to pick KJ, but thinks she's gonna pick Khalil.
KJ.
I think she's gonna pick KG because I don't know. I am 50-50 right through. Like I'm watching 1 minute, I'm like, okay, it's KG and Amina. And then the next minute she have a scene with Khalil and now I'm like, oh okay, it's Amina and Khalil. But I think she's gonna pick KG because I feel like they've shown us a lot of things there and I feel like the story is going in that direction. I don't know why,
Mm.
but that's just the vibe I'm getting. And especially with all these things that happen in this last episode and that kind of mindset that Khalil, I think, is gonna go into. I don't know how between these two episodes he and Amina are gonna end up together by the end of the season. So I
Mm.
think they might go for KJ by the end of the season because I don't know why. I just feel like it's going that way. I don't think he's pushing anything with Tori. Like I've seen, yes, he tried to pursue that, but every time he pursues it, there's some sort of drawback to Amina, and like I always say like the first person you go to when something good happens to you or
Mm.
something bad happens to you is the person that you want to be with.
Mm-hmm. I can see that. JJ, you still there? Was that JJ? I can't hear. Hold on, y'all. My computer probably needs to get restarted.
Oh dang.
Okay, hold on. I can't. Hold on. Somebody say something.
Testing.
What is going on?
Dang.
Say
The
something.
YouTube not hearing us?
I wasn't at first. Now, now I can. I think.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I can hear y'all now.
Okay,
Sorry, I
cool.
just missed the last two
Good.
minutes. So if something was said in the last 2 minutes, I didn't hear
Right. I was just saying why why I think it's gonna be KJ. And I don't know, I was just saying that he really confides in
it.
Amina and he
Mm-hmm.
always goes to her, good or bad things, he always goes to her first. Even
Yeah.
though he tries to start things with Tori, like there's no follow through with that. So I feel
Yeah.
like the intention there is very clear. And also, I feel like Khalil just have a lot of things that will be going on now that I can't see how they would, in the
Mm-hmm.
next two episodes, it could be him. Although I kind of am 50-50, I think that is going to be KJ and Amina.
Okay.
But y'all, Tori didn't come in this episode. She was only via text message.
Uh,
Still thirsty as
We
hell.
love that for us. We love that for Erica. I know Erica was pleased.
Very happy.
uh,
J is it JJ?
Yeah.
Okay. Did you say something? Did you say who you wanted?
Personally, I'm kind of in the mix of it.
Mm-hmm.
I personally think it could either go both ways.
Mm-hmm.
I think, if the writing is done right, I think, Amina and Khalil could actually work.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel right now at this point in time, I think she may end up choosing um KJ just because I feel it's more of a safer option at this time for Amina.
Mm-hmm.
And I also think just because, I feel like they have a strong foundation as friends. And I feel like from Amina's perspective, I don't think she may not want to ruin that.
Hmm.
But I don't know, I'm kind of like up in there 50-50.
Gotcha. Kobe, did you say?
oh no, I haven't. I'm up in the air with this. Like, I think I chose the I'm stressed portion of the poll because it could go either way. Because every episode in this season, you can make a compelling case for either one of these
Mm-hmm.
two dudes.
You
Okay.
can.
Yeah, so it's gonna be hard to say. So honestly,
And
she's probably not gonna make a decision till maybe towards the season finale. And from the looks of it, as much as I want her with Khalil because I root for Khalil, I'm gonna lean towards Micah's thinking. I think she's just gonna go with KJ
because it's
for the
easier.
time being. Yeah,
Well, for
Not to
the
say
sake
that
of
she
just
don't want to
even
be with
having the
Khalil.
conversation, right, y'all? Because I'm quite literally like flip flopping. I will tell y'all one thing and then probably be feeling something totally different later. So I can't even really commit to one
100,
side or the other. There's
keep it a
talk in the
100.
chat,
I
right?
want Yeah,
What?
keep it 100. I want Kara to be with Khalil, but if I'm looking at it from a macro view, given everything that's going on in Khalil's life right now, I think she's gonna go with KJ. Not so
Okay,
that
but
that
that's
because
what I want to talk about. So like, there's so much chat in the chat about how he doesn't need a Khalil doesn't need a relationship. He has too much going on, and I just want to submit for y'all's consideration: are we punishing the boy for surviving with that thought process?
don't want to. I don't see it as punishment. I mean, yes,
It,
it
okay,
would
so
come
then
across
so
as
then your
punishment.
answer is no. I'm just offering it as a question to like consider, because I
Yeah.
understand in theory like he has so much going on, he needs to focus, but also the problem is all of that's going on is happening outside of his doing and he's being subjected to it. He's fighting tooth and nail to separate himself from it. So for me, I can't get on board of like, yeah, Khalil, just stay single and don't walk into the fullness of what could be your senior high school experience with the love of your life on your arm, the position within the football team, and great grades because your daddy's a goddamn menace and decides that he wants to be playing Freddy Cougar today. You get what I'm saying? Like that's I can't bring myself to that. Not to say that that's what
Yep.
y'all saying, but ultimately that's what it winds up being because he's not like the people that I typically like say, "Oh, you need to be single," or I'm root for you to not be with this girl because you got so much going on." It's because they are also part of the thing that's stirring up all of the dust within their life, and they need to figure out how to actually handle it. I would say that Khalil has been handling all of the things thrown at him pretty damn well, unfortunately for him, and suffering because of it. So it's not even like, his father being a complete and utter deadbeat and a damn menace is making him a mean man, so he's not kind to her. It's not that he can't make time for her because he's so busy, because we see him actually do that, and when he's not doing that, that's an active choice of protection. So all of the things that I would typically like, oh yeah, you're right, maybe he should stay away because he got to get his shit together, those things are together.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
I think
definitely agree with
I
that.
think she I think he's gonna get the girl. Like I truly do. I think by the end of the next episode, like this is gonna be a setback for him, but I think by the time the finale, which I think is the championship game, he's gonna be good. I think he's gonna be faced with the reality that he could lose her if she's going to boarding school, and he's gonna just like lay it all out there. I feel like.
Mm.
Mm.
Janelle, you don't feel like he'll be able to focus on anything else other than what? I need more words.
Mm. I mean, I don't
Brain.
know. As I said before, I'm like super 50-50 about it.
Mm-hmm.
Because I feel like they both are really good men, though. I really feel like they both have such good qualities within them that it just is hard for me. Like, I feel like usually these choices are like easier, but I think it's a good
Usually.
representation. Yeah, I'm
When
just
the matchups
saying.
are trash, they too busy passing people around in the same damn circle. It's
Yeah,
usually so much easier.
yeah. And I mean, like, I appreciate that I have to think on this and I'm
Mm-hmm.
debating about it. I really appreciate that. I think it's good representation for young black men as well because um they just have such good qualities about them, and the way that they treat Amina as well, I
It's
think
so
is
dope
very,
to see.
yeah,
It's
really
so
good to
dope.
see.
Y'all, okay, so like I had the moment today of like, oh my God, they would make such a cute couple talking about her and KJ. My only concern though, y'all, my only concern with the KJ and Amina of it all is that I feel like she could outgrow him quickly.
I see KJ and Amina as great high school
Mm-hmm.
love, like puppy love. Like they seem very equal, very comfortable. So, like, I could see them being a good high school relationship, and they try to make it work in college and they just like break up. because they just like outgrow each other. Or if they don't date in high school, I could see them meeting later in life, and he's like the one that got away, and then after they've experienced, after they've lived, re-find each other and like actually get married. I see that type of when I look at them.
Mm.
Mm.
As with
So why?
Khalil, I could see them go like full throttle high school to married.
Yeah.
I'm just
Mm.
curious, like why you say that? Like why you think that Amina would outgroup PJ? I'm just curious. I want to know.
That's a good question. I'm not laughing at your question. I'm laughing at how the question is making me feel. Um,
That's okay. I'm cool with it. I was just
Cause
wondering.
while KJ is like doing his big one and stepping up in such beautiful ways, and he has just the right words and the right calming aura and everything in this moment, everything about him feels like a child. Everything about, and he is, so that's not a fault to him. Everything about him feels high school, and I guess his dalliances with Tori are the things that are like his detractors. So like I want to take him more seriously, but I can't really take him seriously. Like he has the moments of getting his damn dad together. He has the moments of showing up for Amina and seeing things that, you know, Khalil might not see or other people might not see in the moment and being the perfect aid, the band-aid in the moment to stop the bleeding. Cool, cool, cool. But he's also making goofy ass decisions with Bobblehead Girl over here at Beverly Hills just cause he also started the damn series, or at least his interest into the series, just desperately seeking so much validation. And I throw up the red flag with people like that in general. It usually
Mm,
takes them a long time. Like when you are navigating life, even as a young person, because it's normal to be a young person, but not necessarily exposed to certain things, coddled in a way, it takes you longer to mature. And while Amina doesn't have the a silver spoon in her mouth, and she also ain't thug yo number two, she has experienced a little bit more than him, so she has a perspective that I feel like is more mature, and then oftentimes women are more mature, period. That I could
yeah.
see this being really great in this moment and feeling fun as like her first real like relationship or whatever. But then once she gets the feel of that and then starts to want to evolve, he's still going to be here because he has to deal with validation issues and like desperately still wanting to be big man on like there's certain things that he values and I'm just like this shit really don't matter. And it's fine that you value it now, but how long is it going to take for you to learn that this don't matter?
Mm. I hear. I
Well, you have to look at his current life situation, right? Because you can't really expect someone to grow outside of the circle that they're in. Like if something doesn't
Right.
come in to disrupt that, right?
So I'm not
So
faulting him for any of that. What I'm saying is like that unfortunately Khalil's hardships have to me is also his like unfair advantage when it comes to courting a girl like Amina and what could be really great for her long term. That's all I'm saying. It's not. I'm not saying that any of that
yeah.
is bad because he's a like not prototypical because that's gonna sound bad, but he's a prototypical like QB1 in high school at Beverly Hills. Yeah, rad, like cool, like you're that. But also that guy gets left behind because that guy is still fighting peaking in high school.
That's interesting because I feel like in terms of maturity, Khalil is obviously on a different level. To I think Amina in terms of maturity is closer to Khalil to KJ than to Khalil's. I feel like she throws tantrums. She does not like she talks later, but she doesn't like sit in her feelings. She doesn't talk about what she is has like with the whole her thing with her mom and Coop and how she lashed out and stuff. It's just it gives more, and she's a child, so that's understandable. I feel like in terms of maturity, though, she's actually closer in with KJ than in terms with in with Khalil, which is why I think like she puts on such a front, trying to seem like she's grown and more mature than she is when she's with Khalil, because she's so much more on a different level than the both of them.
Yeah. I mean, I get what Erica's saying, and I kind of agree. I think what the difficulty for me is like sometimes I don't know if this is intentional. I feel like if they portray KJ to be more mature than his father, and I feel like I saw that more and more in this episode, especially I don't know, I'm sorry. I feel like Cassius needed to be a little more firm with his dad. I
Mm-hmm.
understand that, he had a rough childhood, but I feel like you need to put your foot down as a man, especially in front of your family.
Mm-hmm.
Um, the fact that your son has the ability to have like that straightforward firmness when needed and that you can't deliver, sometimes I feel like seeing that kind of makes me see KG to be a little more mature. But at the same time, I get what you mean, like in relation to Khalil, because he has a lot going on in his life, and that is growing him to be a lot more mature than, his age. But
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I still see a good bit of maturity within KJ, especially with his interactions with the team and then his interactions with his dad. I guess, I agree. Tori's a little downfall in that situation, but I mean, it's not Jordan Baker bad.
Yeah, it's
So
not.
I
It's
think,
not that bad.
yeah.
I think I think I only give KJ like half credits in the maturity department when it comes to his dad, and that could be a my bias thing because when I see him going at his dad, some of it is like most of it is like yeah, Cassius actually needs to hear this, but the motivations for that he does to me just be funny, like so much of it be rooted in resentment most of the time, so you're not actually governed by good sense, you're governed by like wanting to go against what your father says. And like this episode is a little bit more solid because he lied to you, cool, 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 and we're speaking to that, breaking my trust, cool, cool, cool. But like go back to last episode when you wanted to defy his orders to like not be in the game, and then when he gets on in his bag and keeps y'all in the game, now you want to go against that. It's like KJ be real wavery for me. So like I don't give him too many maturity points when it comes to going up against Cassius because Cassius ass is simple and he got y'all down there, y'all separated. Like you have every reason to resent him and to push back and to believe that he's not making good ass decisions in life because he's shown you non good ass decisions. Now when it comes to you actually having a objective moment to make a better decision, i.e. Tori, your ass don't. So now I can't trust that you're really mature because you go at your daddy, because half of what you're doing going at your daddy is just off of like payback, nigga, because why am I here? I should be in Oakland with my mama.
Mm,
For
I
me.
mean, yeah, I get that.
Part of me is
Yeah.
questioning. Part of me is questioning like how long it's gonna take KJ to realize that 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 Tori is just not the one for him.
I think he knows that already.
That's my
Yeah,
problem.
yeah.
I feel like he
I
knows, which is
mean,
what makes it worse. If
I
he was actually confused, I could rock with it. I don't believe this gets confused at all. Like at
yeah, it just
all.
feels like
You
he's
never
stringing her
choose her
along.
first. You never run to
I,
her first ever.
Yeah, it just
Never.
feels like he's stringing her
I mean,
along, bro.
like when he's actually going to admit it.
When he's actually gonna admit it, but I something that he needs to admit because I feel like he just knows that that's the
I
case, and I feel like Tori should know this too because I mean this man didn't show up. This man, if he have a problem, he runs to Amina. You know
and
this,
you
like
say
I feel like,
it. and
and you
and
say
Kofi,
it.
I don't think that he's actually leaning her on. My problem is that he's going along with it. That's what it is.
Mm,
He. You can't also like you got all these big bad. I'm the leader. My daddy's stupid as hell. I'm gonna tell you you stupid. But then you also go along and get along with some random ass cheerleader girl who don't cheer. You ain't that leader. You not who you think you are. I think that's what it is for me.
yeah,
Mm, okay.
KJ can't have who he wants, so he's gonna stay with Tori, and he's gonna keep pushing that angle because,
And that's some weak
like,
shit.
he truly doesn't think Amina likes him like at all, and I like
And I
that's the
believe
other
that.
thing
I believe
I
that.
don't know how
Yeah.
they would even get together if Amina's not the one that goes to him, because he's seen her with Khalil, he knows like she wants Khalil, so I don't know if there's a world where he would like suck up his pride and even go back and maybe, okay, I'm gonna tell her that I have feelings for her, even if I think that she might reject me again. I don't think he's gonna do that. So the only way I think he's
Yeah.
gonna see KJ and Amina actually getting together is if he gets to a point where he sees like she says something or does something that shows him, okay, she wants me.
Yeah.
That's a
I
good
think he
point.
kind of gotten to a place of acceptance with Amina. Like, I think he knows, well, in his mind, he knows that her heart is um with
Khalil.
Khalil,
Khalil.
and because they're working on this friendship, I think he's trying to balance that and not risk like losing her completely because she was so open about her feelings for Khalil. And I
That's
think
it.
because he knows that Tori is trying and that she's putting in all this effort, and because he's in a new place with new people, he's trying to do everything that he can to assimilate and to feel like a sense of belonging, because he's probably going through like imposter syndrome or something,
A
because
hundred percent.
his whole life was uprooted, and
Yeah.
he's just trying to stay afloat right now. So like every semblance of like my person, my people, like I belong here. These people rely on me, they care for me. This is now my home. Like he said to his dad, like, you still got me living in a hotel room. Like, are we gonna hop like leave tomorrow to go back? Like, what is my life right now? So I think
Yeah.
he's just trying to figure out like, where do I stand? Like where is my solid ground, because like I don't have one right now apart
Right.
from,
And the problem with that, right? That's not a problem, but don't have the right words, and that's gonna be okay because again, my mind is on sinners. Okay. The problem with that is that that becomes your Achilles heel, KJ, and it becomes Khalil's superpower, because the same way that you have a distable home, you not living with your mama, you subject to all of these different things, and now you are grasping onto a Tory who's thirsty as hell and throwing herself at you. So okay, cool, and like cultivating this social thing so that you can feel normal. Khalil is in a lot of ways positioned similarly, but he is quite literally the rock that he has to stand on. And that's like,
Mm.
that is why I feel like she's going to outgrow KJ quicker, because he still has to figure out a way to find himself as the center of his universe.
Mm,
that's
dang,
I
true, but we also
that's
have to
true.
But real quick, hold
consider
on.
like,
I
Remember
feel
y'all's point, because I want to address. I pinned Brittany for a second, and I meant to talk about it earlier. She said relationships that are self-serving are not relationships; they are transactions. Do we really think that he has the capacity to be selfless in a relationship? I think, and she's talking about Khalil. I think that Khalil has already
mm,
shown himself to be selfless in his relationship with Amina. So yes, I do believe that. I believe that we haven't seen it more in a romantic sense because he's been holding himself back in that regard. Um, to KJ's point, yes, he texting her and like not thinking to check in on her in Baltimore is something that could be like a misstep or like a whole cool, but I don't think in and of itself that builds to any kind of real strong case of like Khalil would not put Amina first or has not put Amina first. There was another comment that she had real quick before I jump back in here with y'all. Um, hold on. I saw something else. Maybe it wasn't her. Okay, I lost it. I'm sorry. I was trying to pin the comments, y'all. So repost your comment if you had a question or you got a point that you feel like applies. I'm like looking. Okay, y'all can. I don't know who was about to jump in and say something.
well, yes, I
Mm,
was going to say that I agree with you on the aspect of her outgrowing KJ. I think if they got together now, they would be the perfect like high school sweetheart first relationship that doesn't traumatize her, and sends
Come
her
on, doesn't
off
traumatize her.
Oh
to her
God.
future.
Uh,
but
that's that's a good point.
but But right, and I think that would be beautiful. You know, that would be a beautiful story that she can look back on. But as for the Khalil of it, I think they could also have a beautiful story, but I do think that um Khalil does come with a lot of explanation points. And after a while, like he's battling so much internally, and I'm not saying, I know that from his perspective, from his side, like he would be willing to make like a lot of sacrifices for Amina, but Amina would also have to do the same, right? And at what point does the challenge become too big for her, right? At what point does it become like too overwhelming? Because even for fixers like Miss Baker, right? Miss Olivia Baker, like sometimes it gets too much and you start becoming a completely, different person. So my only caveat with Khalil is Amina is so young. And as you said, like Khalil is dealing with such big people problems. Is it really fair to drop Amina in like the center of
Mm-hmm.
that right
Mm-hmm.
now?
Hmm.
I
And it's
I,
think
not
that
like
that
her
is
only
so
option.
really poignant, and yes, I get it. I get it. And I also like, I don't even know if we've like seen this explored in media, popular media, but as you were talking, what came up for me was she is a fixer, but should she be? And then what
Mm.
is a thing that helps people get out of that? And it, to me, it usually is practice. Like you don't just, you have to practice releasing that. When I think about the Khalil and Amina relationship pending, I feel like it can go so many ways. And one of the ways which I would hope it would go is that Amina finds a way to, y'all vote on the poll if you want to add your voice of who Amina should choose, because I'm about to close it. But I think also there's a universe where that relationship happens and Amina doesn't take on all of his problems as her own. Y'all can still exist as individuals in romance. We don't see it, it don't get practice, but that's a thing. And even that, even the walking into that particular choice would be something that even helps propel her through further growth and maturity, right? Um, or the both of them. So I hear you. And yes, she could have to sacrifice this and sacrifice this and do this and do that and do all the things that she's doing now any goddamn way as his friend, or she could not.
Yeah.
Is
yeah,
it
I
bad
don't know.
for
I
me to
feel like
want? Sorry, go ahead, go ahead.
no, you good. Go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say if it's bad for me to want Amina to choose KJ so I don't have to see Tori anymore. Is that bad? Like, I
No,
just wanna.
No.
no, it's not necessarily bad, but I just it's hard to say because I just feel like I'm going about what Micah said about he probably doesn't want to say anything because he knows how much
Wait,
Amina
who
has
was
been
he
wanting
for you?
Khalil to see her.
Well, wait,
KJ. We're still talking
we're
about
talking about
KJ.
Khalil and Amina right now.
Yeah.
Oh dang,
Well,
I
I
must have
would
been.
say one thing about Khalil and Amina. I guess the way I see, and I see it completely differently. And I'm not saying this to say they wouldn't make a great, good relationship because I think they did. She would be good for him. They'll both be good for each other. But I feel like it's Khalil and Amina give me like a phase type of relationship where it's like she's been like wanting him for based on how they portray it. She's always wanted him, or at least since beyond like what she's recently in recent times wanted him, and that's her crush, and that's her like she's obsessed with him, and it's like she wants to be with Khalil. And I said last week, it's like a thing of when you get with a crush and you like see this person like in a relationship and how they are. I think it's one of those relationships where they could get together and then eventually it would just like nothing bad happens, but it would just end like the first love. first crush type relationship that just fizzles out. Is how I see it.
I mean,
Anybody want
I,
to
I,
speak to
I,
the possibility of her getting into a relationship and learning how to not be a fixer through this relationship?
I would think
Well,
that it would have to come from Khalil.
Mm-hmm.
Like if she, because I feel like if you look at Amina, like she gets very consumed and she's very active in her friendships, right? Because even just being his friend, she is totally consumed in everything Khalil, right? If something is amiss with him, she wants to make sure that like she fixes it, right? So I feel they would have to learn like boundaries and she would have to get to the place where she's okay with that, where he says, Amina, like I love that you want to help me in this, but like this is something I have to handle on my own, and her not being offended and her not feeling like
Mm-hmm.
he's abandoning or rejecting her
Yeah.
because he doesn't accept her help. So I think it would help her, but like if Khalil is like accepting it
Mm-hmm.
and not putting that boundary up for her, she would completely spiral into the let me fix everything. If he falls, let me go get the band-aid, kiss it, and put it on.
Mm-hmm.
Like if he doesn't drink water, let me run to him with a jug on my head so that he never thirsts again.
wow. No,
That's wild.
I mean,
mm,
I
But
think there's a
true.
little bit have to be a fixer though, because I think nothing is wrong with when you're in a relationship, people confiding in each other. I don't think anything's wrong with with him confiding in her and then her having an opinion or sharing her thoughts on stuff. I guess maybe is the running around, let me go find this one and get this one to come and help
That's the
is
thing. It's
probably
honestly,
yeah,
it's just the intention behind the fixing. The fixing necessarily isn't the
yeah,
problem. The fixing becomes the problem when you are a person that also ties your self worth to your ability to be able to fix things for the people that you love.
yeah.
Mhm.
I
Like Spencer James. You don't. She doesn't like Spencer James. You don't have to become that. She just needs to not become that.
oh
I mean,
yeah,
I feel like she's
yeah.
already halfway there, but that's just me.
Yeah.
Well, that's
I
true.
agree.
Oh, she's
I
pretty.
feel
She's
like she
pretty
has.
close. She's pretty close.
What are you saying, JJ?
I agree. I feel like she already has that Spencer James mentality in her already.
Yeah.
That's her uncle. She probably been watching him all her life. Like he has the world on his shoulder and she think I can do the same.
Ah,
Child. Brittany says, I high key want Khalil to find a romantic love with someone who's not attached to a version of him that he is growing out of.
Ooh.
Hmm.
a version
Well,
of
where is
him.
that? Where is that gonna come from, though? That's the thing.
So what?
That's a damn bar, baby. Because I'm over here talking about Amina going to outgrow KJ. Will Khalil outgrow Amina? I didn't even think about it, honestly.
That's a good point too.
He could. He's 18. He's trying to, he's already thinking about, but Amina is doing that technically because she does already have a job with, even
Right,
though
right.
it's with her aunt, right? So Amina is, yeah, I don't agree with that
This is
statement
going
now
to
that
sound
I'm
so
thinking about
bad.
it.
This is going to sound very bad. Like, this is going to sound trifling as hell.
Oh,
I love Khalil, and I feel like y'all should know that by now. So what I'm about to
We
say
know.
is not a dig at Khalil.
oh God.
I don't know a better way to say this. Damn it. I don't want to say it. I don't want to say it. Sorry.
Say it,
Nah,
say
No,
it.
no,
I
you
don't.
you can't
You
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 can't
you
go
you you
ahead
can
and
whisper
close
You
it.
gotta
Come
say
it.
it.
on.
You
You
gotta
gotta
say
Let's
say
it.
it.
just
You
keep it a
gotta say it.
hundred, man. Let's just keep it 100. I
You
mean, you
gotta
and
This
say
I
is
it.
have
gonna
been through.
sound so bad.
Hey, man,
Say it, say
it's
No
it, say it.
judgment,
I'm
no
not gonna
judgment.
be bad.
No judgment. Like it can't be worse than anything I've heard ever. Like let's come on. Let's just put our cards
I'm
on the
okay.
table, shall we?
I'm not saying that Khalil isn't growing, Brittany. But how
Mm.
far is he gonna grow when he didn't even anticipate making it to where he currently is now?
Oh,
Mm.
It's fair.
That's fair.
That's a good
oh,
point.
Do you
That's what
think?
came
So do
up for
you
me,
think
y'all.
like
I'm like, I don't
Khalil?
know if he outgrows her because I don't know how much farther he actually sees runway. Like, there are people who get to a place of like, this is it for me. Who am I to ask for anything else?
Mm.
Dude, that's real.
Hmm.
That's very real.
Yeah,
Like
that's
he said,
very real.
he could possibly set the bar really low. Like he could be. That, that's actually very true.
Yeah, because I mean, he didn't even anticipate football. He didn't anticipate the possibility of being able to consider a relationship with Amina.
I felt like
And
that
I feel
sounds
like,
bad.
yeah.
I
No,
feel like I could see the world for him, but I don't know if he sees the world for himself.
no. I think that's a very good point. Like,
I think he's starting to see it. I
yeah,
think he's starting to see possibilities, but I think the biggest obstacle before him right now is his daddy. Like his daddy is very much in the hood life mentality, and he can only see the hood, right? And Khalil is out here, he sees a different path and now he's dreaming bigger for himself, but his daddy's trying to keep him in the same hood mindset. Like
yeah,
you can't dream bigger than this, Khalil, because if you dream bigger than this, then where is my space in your life? And I feel that could really taint him. So I
On
don't even
multiple
think that.
fronts. It taints him
Yeah,
outright, but then also there's a certain level of exhaustion that comes from like fighting to break out of this thing and then never wanting to bust through the next ceiling because you already fought so hard
Yeah,
to be here.
yeah,
mm,
yeah.
yeah,
And we talked about it. Like I think one of the previous episodes we were talking about Spencer versus Khalil and what was different with both of them. And it's like Khalil's just trying to survive. Like he's just trying to live, like trying to get out of where he's at right now, out of the ghetto. He doesn't have necessarily a goal or a dream from like Spencer did in terms of like, okay, yeah, I'm gonna make it all the way.
Yeah.
I'm gonna be in the NFL. I'm gonna do this. So that's
yeah,
it's a very great possibility that like even in this episode he was like, I'll find me a job, I'll get a house. Like he could like get an apartment, like somewhere to stay and stuff, and as long as he's like making stable, clean money and good, he might be just good with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
I think
true.
that's it. I feel like he'd be content. Like, look, I've been fighting all my life, and now if I could ever get to a place where I don't have to worry about this gang stuff and I can just focus on what I want to focus on, I think he'd be content with, I'm not saying he wouldn't strive for greater things, but I think he'd be the good place where he's like, that one thing that's that monkey on my is off my back, so I'm good. So yeah, I could
Yeah.
see that real
Yeah.
talk.
And that
I
might not
think
be like
Khalil is the kind of person that he doesn't need a lot to be happy. I
Mhm.
think
yeah,
if the NFL comes, like he would be good with that. Like he would work with that. If college come, he would be good with that as well. But I think he is not the type of person that like, oh, like if I don't get this, like it's it for me. Like, like I think he's just like a come as it may type of person.
Anything
Yeah.
past like not
yeah,
surviving is a good day for him, kinda.
yeah, because
Yeah,
Exactly.
yeah,
I don't
yeah,
even think
Yeah.
like he's thinking about like college or nothing.
Yeah.
Like he's probably not even thinking
yeah,
college.
The way
He's
that
not.
this
That's
little
not where his mind
boy,
is at.
and yes, I'm saying little boy because you are a child. I don't give a damn. You turn 18, Khalil. On your 18th birthday, in the middle of the goddamn school year, you talk about I'm gonna get me an apartment, coach. Sit your ass down, fuck. Oh, the way I want to holler at that screen. Like, you don't have no
oh,
job. You talking about gonna go get an apartment. Jordan needed to be from Crenshaw then, because that should have been a moment. Sit your $5 ass down before I make change. Because what are you talking about?
Yeah.
Like you got 3 months deposit. Like
In the middle of the
You
school
know
year.
what?
Not even in the middle. We're
Uh,
not even at winter break yet. I'm gonna get an apartment, coach.
we didn't talk about
We
this,
got
but the
six
way he
bedrooms.
hugged
Khalil,
Jordan,
shut up.
but
No, bro. And
the way he hugged Khalil, when the way he hugged Jordan, that did my heart good. And it's
Hmm.
funny to me. Last season, this was the same brother that called him a fake ass Drake, trying to get his, and trying to make a pass at Layla and Olivia. And now you see where he was from there to now. It's like night and day. And All American, you've done it, man. You found your stride again. And I'm like, hmm, it's a good thing. Now they might as well just adopt the boy low key, bro, because that's like, I mean, come on, man. That this
not with Marquee around.
Yeah, I'm trying to say exactly. Well, yeah, that
he,
too,
he
but
said not without my Marquis said not without my son.
yeah,
That's
but
crazy.
He's going down with a
but
fight, baby. He is not letting
Did you
Khalil.
see
Uh,
his
yeah,
eyes when Khalil was like, "Oh, like my community got me." It's like his whole world shattered because he's just like, I can't be like, I can't
yeah,
provide for you like a parent would. I can provide protection like in the streets, which is like my forte, where I live, where I, like where I be at. Like you don't need my protection there anymore. So like what good am I to you? And I feel like that's shattered. Like you could
mm.
see his world just shattered when he's just like, yeah, I'm doing football. My community got me. Like I
And
really
it's
don't need
those
your protection.
moments. It's those moments that make me conflicted just a tad bit, y'all. Not too much, just a tad bit with the Marquis character, because he gives prototypical parent that may have been born into chaos, figured out how to make it and keep his head above water in chaos, has a child of his own, and ultimately can't outrun patterns and behaviors that he's used to, even though he might love the child and want the best for the child. And then now the child is doing better without this person. So now he's bringing additional chaos because this is the only thing that he knows. So he's creating issues so that he can be the savior, the father, the something to his child, all because he doesn't want to
Hmm.
become obsolete in his child's life. And you get it, but it's
mm,
also like, but don't do that, nigga.
yeah,
no,
Please.
yeah, it was
Oh,
like the hurt. The actor is so good, so
Mm-hmm.
good. Like you could see in the tears in his eyes. I think I tweeted out. I was like, he's actually hurt by this. Like he looks like he
Yeah.
was about to cry. I thought a tear was gonna fall. And then, but then at the same time, it's like you can't. That you almost killed a man. Like you can't do that. Like
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
is like you can't help want me to feel bad for you and then go do this.
yeah, it's
and
I
it's
got
like Khalil still showed up. Like he was
Mm.
still there, willing to mend, willing to have a relationship. So even him feeling obsolete in that moment, like your son still sitting in front of you, like, and look how happy Khalil was when he was real sour, like, so like, are you still gonna eat or not? Like, you gonna wash your hands? He jumped up mad happy, like he was ready
Mm-hmm.
to have this moment with you, and you just couldn't, like, oh my God,
On his
Marky,
birthday.
Yeah,
on his birthday.
He loves his dad. He really does. But
Mm-hmm.
there just comes a point where love's just not enough, and when something's just not good for you, it's just not good for you. But he loves his dad. You can clearly see that. And a part of Marquis loves his son. I think
I
he
agree.
has a bad way of showing
I agree.
I
Yeah.
fear I fear he gonna end up like Tyrone Marquis low key. Like it's only a matter of
Ooh.
time. It's only a
it.
matter of time. You know this gang life. It always comes like in Menace to Society. It always comes back to you. Like when Kane said that in Menace to Society. So it's like at one point all the dirt that you don't put on somebody, it's gonna come back. And that one time where I don't know if he ever gets it or, has that epiphany. And maybe by the time he has it, it'll be too late. Whether it's in these next two episodes or hopefully if we get a season 8, I don't know. So,
And that might just be the best thing for Khalil. if Marquee was
Now
to
his
die.
daddy gotta die for him to thrive. Lord have
It,
mercy.
Oh God,
I
no.
mean,
I
Facts
don't
though.
know. I don't know if his daddy dying does good for him. I don't know, y'all. I don't know
I,
if I can get
I
behind
agree.
that.
I don't think it's gonna do any good for him. I really
It's
don't.
gonna make it worse.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I
but
agree.
like, what would make it? So first of all, he wouldn't have like gangbangers coming at him, attacking him because
But
they
yes,
thought
he
he
would because
snitched.
he's going to retaliate. You think he's going to let his daddy die? He's not going to retaliate.
Oh,
Yeah,
well, it depends on how he dies. I guess it does depend on how he dies.
He
That's
Like
could
what
if
I'm
it
get
was
hit
saying.
by
like a
a
thing of
car.
like,
no.
That boy loves that man so much. Even with all of the bullshit, even if with all of the menacing over his life, he's not letting his daddy leave this earth, and he not crash out to the ultimate about it.
Mm,
That's true. That's
I
true.
agree. At some
Yeah,
point, I don't know how he
So he
doesn't
might
wash
need to
his
stay
hands of
breathing. He
it
need to go to
because
jail. How about that? Mark, he needs to take his ass back to jail, but he needs to 100% still be breathing. Because I honestly don't know. I don't know if the Khalil with a dead daddy and daddy issues is the same Khalil as what we're seeing here.
Mm.
yeah, I agree.
so
Yeah,
we're
but
stuck
I
in
think it's
limbo.
kind of
Come back to
it's kind of interesting. Marquee really interests me because I thought at some point, like seeing that Khalil has a chance out of the hood through
Mm-hmm.
football, that he would be like 100% on board because like like there is Spencer James, like he made it, so you have like an example of someone that like took that path and is living successfully, and it's not like Khalil would leave you behind, like he would take care of you.
I don't think
So
he
I would
knows
think
that.
at some point.
I don't think he believes that.
Okay. Okay.
I think
and
it
like
could
is
be one, both, or the other of like he don't think that Khalil would actually take him with him. He's jealous of
Mm,
Khalil, and he don't want his son
that's
to go
that
past a
too.
certain degree in life that he never amounted to, or a mixture of the both, or of the two for me.
Mm,
and like with football, well, I don't like that. Football hasn't really been a big like thing in this season really, but like is Khalil like good in football, or is he just like it's just something like, oh, he's on the team, he can do it,
I
but
don't
is it
even
like
know what
something that he
position
can
he
carry
plays.
on?
I don't know.
Like, is it something that he wants? I don't know if it's something that he's like into as
He
much.
don't want nothing but to
It's like a
survive. That's part of our problem. We're
yeah,
seeing what the
and that's
fucking future looks like. He don't want nothing past breathing.
And we
Tomorrow.
don't know what his
Poor little
hopes and
tink
dreams
tink.
are.
Damn it. He
I
don't
mean,
have none. Who is he
at
to
least
yeah.
we
have
knew with
some?
Spencer.
Damn.
I mean, at least we knew with Spencer he wanted to go for the NFL. For Khalil, he just want to live. It's
that's
like,
Well,
true.
but
Hopefully
Spencer
it's
had a
because
parent who created space for him to dream and actually pushed him to dream. Khalil don't have that.
exactly. No,
yeah.
he don't.
And hopefully if we get a season 8, like we see him find a different like a passion, something that he wants for himself outside of surviving. Because to a certain degree, you kind of know that KJ wants to go to the league. It's not as like intense as it was with
Do you
Spencer, but
think he
he
still wants
kind
to
of
go
see it.
now?
Who, KJ?
KJ?
I'm like, is this boy gonna throw the championship? I know you say you like your team, but it also gives that you resent your granddaddy. So like for me, this episode put all of his little wannabe NFL hopes in the question because now he
Yeah, we didn't
realized that
even
he was
talk
pushed to
about
that
that.
degree because his daddy was trying to follow the plan that his damn grandfather laid out to him. I don't
That's
necessarily
true.
know if KJ cares enough anymore.
We
Mm.
haven't even talked about this aspect of it either. The game, because I'm sure the game is the season finale. Like, how does this game go? Who's for the win? First of all, and second of all, like, w- w- this is
I
so
hope
many
Spencer
unanswered
wins.
questions, bro.
But we know Jordan is gonna want to win now that he found out that there was
Jordan better want to
ulterior
win his ass in
motive.
the damn operating room. Jordan don't need to worry about a goddamn football game in the third. He
Jordan is
needs to
gonna
win
want to do
some
more than
blood,
win.
a
Jordan,
transfusion.
relax. He needs
Oh,
to
Um,
he's
relax.
not.
Like any promo, he's like, okay, watch me burn his leg. I'm like, sir, relax.
I didn't
Like
even
you
watch
need
it, y'all, so I'm sorry. Is Jordan like back up and walking around in the promo? Is that what y'all saying?
Yes, he
Yes,
Yeah.
he
that
is.
is.
yeah,
He's like,
Which
he wanted to ruin my legacy. I'm gonna destroy his.
He's
yeah.
just
Jordan,
gonna erase
He was
please.
his.
people out. I'm
Jordan,
like,
Jordan is about to be. We're about to see him on Demon Town. Like he's back. Like Jordan Baker, the old Jordan Baker is back.
Nigga
He's
like
He's
back.
Jordan's coming back, bro.
those
He done
eyes.
got
I was
shot.
like, yeah.
He got
I'm like,
stabbed.
Jordan,
Oh,
did you
heck
say
no.
thank you for the
for
blood
the
that I
blood.
just gave to you?
God.
Forget about the dad bod. Like I can see him swing. I can see him swing. He still has
Yo,
some. He has breath. As long as Jordan has breath in his lungs, I can see Jordan swing.
yo. I think he will want to
Real.
destroy Beverly by like 50 now, just on some petty stuff. Because you gave me all this animosity. I found out that you're my first cousin, and that my 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 dad's half brother had this whack ass idea about destroying my daddy's legacy. Oh hell no! Well, I'm finna bury y'all to the ground. If I ain't gonna do it physically, I'm finna do it through this football game. I can see Jordan being on that type of timing, and it'd probably take either a Layla or because Olivia isn't supposed to be in this episode for them to calm him down or something like that. So, yeah,
As
Jordan.
long
You know
as
what?
AJ don't come out of that game like injured,
I agree.
Yeah. So
And
Yeah.
that's what I put
but
my money on that, honestly. But I ain't seen the preview, so I'm just listening at this point.
Might do more
No.
than just. Jordan might do more than just win a championship game. Though the synopsis is very, very like it's giving more. He's gonna do
yeah.
something crazy.
I
more
agree.
to
Uh,
who
Yeah.
and for what? Because there's always collateral.
No, not like
And
crazy as in he's gonna hurt nobody. Not like that. I'm not.
okay, okay.
but Micah's right. We're for the Jordan that everybody didn't like, the one that was just wilding out in season one. I think he finna
He's
these
back.
last two episodes. He's finna be back.
I
Oh,
agree.
Wait, somebody said
He's
something
back.
about Khalil being hurt that KJ is Jordan's blood. One of y'all said
oh,
that?
What?
I didn't say that.
Yeah.
So,
Nah, I didn't say that.
Mm,
mm-mm.
maybe it
did
was
you
in the
see?
chat.
Did you peep all the facial expressions when Cassius let it be known that we family? Like they was like, what? And
Mhm.
Jordan, the one person that was trying to find the family member, is fighting for his life, laying on the
Literally.
table. And everybody else, no, it's just so unserious, bro. Oh my
Very
gosh.
unserious. And Coop's like, did you not hear them?
He
Family. And
said
I'm like,
family.
Coop, like, connect the dots. Like, that was hilarious.
Yeah.
So unserious.
Oh man, came out like this, but I
I think
guess
Crenshaw's
I
gonna
had
win,
to take.
y'all.
I agree.
Crenshaw should win. Just to
Crenshaw.
like put it in the face of Cassius. Like just like again, you're a loser. Yeah. Just just keep hitting the nail.
I think what
But I can
Jordan
also
should
see
do,
Beverly
he
winning too.
should he should recruit KJ for the next season.
Mm.
I like that.
Yeah,
KJ
I thought
already
about this
played
too.
his number. Like KJ going to him for advice, looking at his tapes. Like Jordan Baker's #1 fan, and that would kill Cassius if he actually
If
And
recruits
we
that's
Jordan
and the problem with
and we
Cassius
blood
is
now. We
the
family
problem
now,
with
so
Cassius is if he like opened his eyes, he would see that him and Jordan have a lot more in common than he thinks.
Mhm.
I mean, y'all are both kind of losers in a way. Y'all both didn't go to the
Never agree
NFL.
with
Y'all
Micah right
both.
off the bat. You gotta let her land the fucking plane first. Because what do you mean? They're both losers?
Let's be real, y'all. Let's be real, y'all. Let's be real. Let's just if we're just assessing it on the scale of success, and you look at Jordan and Cassius, I mean, y'all both have daddy issues, low key pathetic, both of y'all.
Ooh,
Cassius is a little
ooh.
more pathetic, but
Child.
Mm.
No, you're right because Cassius is pathetic. Because like, who are you married to?
He
Is my
is.
question.
He's
You
pathetic, but I
married
don't
to
know if
me
we can
or
say
your
Jordan
daddy?
is, y'all. There are some people who Jordan was never supposed to go to the league, and them trying to sell us on it and give him the Heisman was never going to change that. I don't have no problem with a nice old blue collar brother working down at the high school mentoring the young children. You know,
Yeah.
Okay, we
No, but
didn't
he
think
was
Jordan could
he was a
mentor the
big
young
talker though,
children.
E. And that's
Jordan
why
definitely
he's
used to be a loser. I don't know if I would say he's a loser now.
I
We didn't
agree.
think
Yeah.
we didn't think he could
Cassius will
mentor
lose
the
them all,
children.
but
Kobe, not too
Jordan.
much because it's by the skin of his chinny chin chin. He's holding on by a damn thread. 3 episodes ago, he was ready to ship Khalil's ass back to Crenshaw over the
I
Yasser
know
True.
that's
fight.
what I'm
So
I mean,
saying.
relax.
it's like a thing of like you're trying to destroy a legacy that is not there.
It's
I mean, if anything, y'all should he should have Cassius
Oh,
should have been putting Cassius should have been putting his energy into Spencer. Like that's Billy Baker's legacy right there. That's all Billy. Like Billy was
mm,
like
mm.
championing him. That Billy like helped Spencer get to where he is. I mean, Jordan is a high school QB coach. Like, what are you trying to do?
Well, I mean,
like
I
what
don't
a
really
high
get
school record that nobody's
what.
gonna remember do. And you
Yeah.
injured one of your players. Like, come on, be so
yeah.
for real. For
Be
your
real.
daddy, your players out there, your son begging you, like, please take us out. We already win. They're embarrassed. And you would rather your team get injured before the championship game because of your daddy?
The same
That's
daddy that
Stand
didn't
crazy.
come to
up.
no other game before, the same daddy that verbalized you the biggest disappointment, but you have known that since you was probably 13. That daddy,
Stand up.
sir.
And
I
Stand
then
think
up.
that's why the storyline
He's
just
sitting
didn't
in the
land.
stand with his face
no,
sour as a
but
poos.
not
Like, he,
yeah, like fighting a ghost. And
on.
so it sounds bad. I know it sounds bad, but you're fighting over a man who's no longer here. What is the plan here? How what
The
And the
how
mama
storyline,
that's no longer here. She dead in
But they
the
not
grave
even
how
mad at the
many
mama.
years
That's the
now?
biggest part. You not even mad at the mama. You mad at the other child who had no. He younger than you. You're mad at your
yeah,
little dead brother. Oh,
Yeah,
that's
brother.
crazy.
it's
yeah, it's
crazy.
crazy.
Yeah, like it.
Yeah.
I don't think they thought it through well. Cause like the storyline, not only was it dragged on for so long, but now that everything's been revealed, I feel like nothing toward. Like I
Yeah,
like
it was a little a little
what was the
non-climactic for sure. Like I was just like,
Yeah,
okay,
anticlimactic for
yeah,
what
real.
Yeah,
was the
anticlimactic.
plan
Yeah,
here?
yeah.
Like I
I
would
don't.
actually, I want to see. I wanted to. I would have wanted to see the plan because I'm just like, what are you about to do, Cash? Because winning a championship game against Crenshaw does nothing. This wouldn't
Nothing.
be
It
the first
doesn't.
time.
like you
It
quite
wouldn't have
literally
been
would
the
have to
first
win
time
5 times
Beverly.
in a row for them to try to even begin to forget about Billy. So, and then quiet as kept is like you could literally come here and be an amazing coach and just do that naturally with no sinister ass intent. Like you don't even have to do any of this. You can get the damn field named after you, sir. Just put up some goddamn championships.
I mean,
That's why
imagine like ruining your marriage for this. Like that's actually insane. That's
it's
actually
so
insane.
sad.
I
That's
know
why I'm
like
saying
yeah,
you need to go to
be
therapy,
like
bro.
yeah, like I think they're trying to be like cool with Cassius now, but I would still be like, so this was really unnecessary. It's like
Yeah.
crash out your entire family for this,
And then the
and
man
you're that
just
Exactly.
died 2 years ago. You coming to shame a dead ass man? Give him 10 years, they'll forget.
yeah. I
Like,
mean, I think
he
it's
was
creep.
so puffed up. Like, I'm sorry. I know we giving him grace or whatever, but like how he came into the season all
Mm-hmm.
huffy and puffy every time he
Mm-hmm.
heard Billy's name, his
Yep.
face turned sour. And then to find out that it ain't even your beef, like you inherited from your daddy
The
that
dad
was
that you
upset
don't
at his
like and
teenage
don't like
mom.
you. It'd be one
Literally.
thing if y'all was like tight, like if that's your dog.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. You inherited a beef with a dead man from a man that you don't even like and don't like you.
A man
Yeah.
you
Right.
don't
You know
respect
what came to
or
my mind
nothing.
just now? It just came to my mind. I'm wondering if he went along with this, if Cassius went along with this, because he is thinking, if these be because if Billy's mom had put that into his dad, then maybe his dad wouldn't be so bad. And maybe he wouldn't have had such a
Mm,
bad childhood. I'm wondering if that's what it is. But I mean, even if that is what it is, like, sir, go to therapy. Like, what
yeah.
is this gonna
This is
do?
what I
What is
said.
this not
I
gonna do?
said this is why I said like the disclaimer on the title of All American. These black men, young and old, need to go to therapy because the all these daddy issues is not healthy. Whether it be
Yeah.
Spencer, whether it be Jordan, whether it be Cassius, like
Ready,
I don't know,
JR, your boy.
Jr.
Your
Jr.
boy.
I, I don't
JR.
know how many fingers am I holding up? Like, do I need to count? Like, god dang, bro.
I
Like,
mean,
Your boy is
if
crazy work.
Cassius wanted a room in a mansion, he could have just asked. I mean, anybody can live there. It's not that serious. You could have just
It's
asked.
true. And I
you know,
think you're right about him like having some type of animosity because of how he was raised by his father, because he seemed kind of shocked that Billy reached out to Frank. And I'm like, but
Yeah.
what does that change? What does that change for you? Like, what was your motivation in the first place? Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Like,
I
what
j-
Well,
was it?
like I get Frank, but I just don't understand how Cassius at his big age would sacrifice his son and his wife for someone he doesn't even respect.
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
feel like
that's crazy.
Loki, they thought they were gonna hit with this storyline, but Loki, this now feels underwhelming. Given now that we're talking about it, it's like they needed to give me a little bit more. Like you had a good foundation,
Mm-hmm.
like you had some good setup. Now it just feels like it's coming up flat. Am I the only one that feels that way?
No, I
It
gave it a
does
7, and
because
everybody
I
was
feel
like,
like
even
"Erica, it's more than that. It's more than that." A big part of that is like this big chunk of like, what the hell?
it kind of
because
felt like it
even
was just half baked.
when he said he
The
got from
only thing,
it doesn't
It's
seem
still a
like
great
Billy was
episode,
gloating
though.
or anything. So I don't get why you would be mad at your brother if he did try to make amends before he died. I thought that would at least make you now reflective, like, oh, like I could have meant things with my brother, like, because he did reach out to me. But like you want to take down his kids
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
yeah,
what?
nobody should take Cassius seriously anymore. Like nobody. Like it's
We
like
weren't
a thing
taking him
of
serious before. I'm just gonna say that I wasn't taking him seriously from the beginning.
Yeah.
So this
he's
changes
a
nothing
he's
for
a
me.
snake. He's a snake in the grass. That's what he
Look,
is, and he's a
look,
shell of a man, and it's embarrassing.
well,
Very.
Do y'all
well, we're
think we're
finna
gonna
see how
see
the
Cassius go to therapy?
he
Hell
got to.
no.
No,
Who
no,
Me
he's
said
not
they?
too.
gonna go
Who
to
said
therapy.
that? Who said that? Who said they got to?
I did. If you're
No,
gonna
I'm
say
saying,
go
Kofi, where
married,
are you getting that from? Who's mandating that?
I want him to. For if you want your family,
Oh
I
my
think that'd be
goodness.
wise. I don't know. I mean, I don't know how this is gonna end these last two episodes. Like, it feels
They
like
could have
this.
kept this storyline.
It feels like
It,
this is gonna end on a cliffhanger before, and we're not gonna get some resolution on this. Not just this storyline with Cassius, the championship game, Marquee, and everything else that is the important pressing issues. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. Uh,
it would
uh,
have been better if Billy beat out Cassius for like a draft for the draft pick or
Mm-hmm.
whatever, and then he didn't even
Yeah.
stay in the league for that long. Like that is even better beef than like
Yeah.
your daddy has beef with his mom and
Yep.
his
but
dead
Yeah.
even
brother.
Billy, but even Billy didn't spend that long in the league. He got hurt and had to retire. So it's
But this is
like
the thing though. Like I know it's like wild to think, but based on the synopses that I've read, like Jordan, Jordan might be going to the league.
To do
Jordan might be
what?
going to the league.
To do
What synopsis?
the coach. What do
What
you?
synopsis did you read?
I haven't read any
I
of
Jordan
those
beg
might.
your finest
synopses, y'all.
pardon.
I'm sorry.
I, I beg your finest pardon.
She said to
Jordan,
do
when I tell
what?
you, because like when you think about it, like when you think about it for real, because this storyline is dead. The only way to make this storyline anything is if you like make it so that whatever Jordan's reaction to this news is what like that's the only way to save it. What Jordan's gonna do with this news, newfound news. And I mean, there's no real legacy right now because Jordan is a high school QB coach. She's not doing nothing. But if Jordan was to go to the league, then that could would probably put the final coffin into Jeremy trying to steal
KJ the better
whatever
quarterback. I
legacy.
ain't even gonna hold you. KJ the better quarterback, so he could keep that. Who gonna choose Jordan over KJ? Be so for real. Be so
What?
for real.
Did KJ win any championships in Oakland though? Did he? I don't know. I'm
This is the
asking
thing.
for
This is the
real.
thing. This is the thing. This is
Did
my
he?
thing. If Asher can come back and play in the championship game, don't rule out anything.
The hell.
Okay.
The hell.
That is crazy.
I am 100%
Uh,
ruling that out because you whoever said to
No.
do
I
what
was
is
just going off
exactly
I was
right.
just going off these synopses. Just the way how they're read, it just gives that might happen.
No,
Going
but
uh,
to the
I know which one
league
you're
is
talking about now,
wild.
but I don't think they mean literally back to the game. I think they just mean like back to coaching or something because this man is injured. He needs to like just chillax. I
Going to the
think
league
back
to
to
do
coaching.
what?
Like I don't think he's going back to
Erica,
the
this
league.
is why I said I beg your finest pardon because what? And you don't find a bigger defender of Jordan's football career than me
Yep.
on this channel, and
Yep.
I'm saying that. So you know that that's some wild stuff if I'm saying it. Okay,
Jordan,
like
Asher.
come on, come on,
I
Child.
let's be serious.
honestly like I don't think it's gonna happen. But if it did happen, that it would probably be one of the least surprising things they've ever done.
No,
Maybe, but also still utterly absurd. But his
It
whole
wouldn't make
most of his
sense.
football career has been absurd. So you're right. You're right. When you're right, you're
That is
right.
exactly.
honestly,
Jordan
for me,
started
the
from
best
something though.
quarterback in this universe was Darnell. I don't care what nobody says, either Darnell or Chris. They
I
were
would
I
say
better.
Chris because Darnell. I don't
I
know.
mean, just me. This just me.
No,
Um,
in this universe, it's
in
Darnell
this
or Jordan.
universe,
Huh?
It's Darnell or Jordan. Like I don't think Jordan
Well,
is
I'm
this great
saying
quarterback, but
Chris. We can't forget about
I
Chris.
don't like no. But the thing with Chris is like, what did he like? We don't know if he even went to college.
He did go to
I'm talking
college.
about
Like,
just high school
But all
football.
of these guys are good because they were thrown to Spencer James. Like, let's
oh,
be
well,
Mm,
true, true.
he
That's
was.
true.
But
But
Jordan,
like,
Chris wasn't throwing to
but
Spencer
Jordan
at the combine,
and Jordan
and
didn't throw to
he
Spencer,
smoked Jordan's ass.
and he didn't throw to. And then, to be fair, Jordan Spencer went back to Crenshaw, but Jordan still managed to make the championship game in season 3. So it's like,
mm,
yeah. So I mean,
Okay.
That
I
doesn't
get
say
what you're
that don't
saying.
say what you think it's saying, Kobe. But I'm gonna let you have
I
it because
mean,
I'm tired, and all I
look,
can
I
really
think
think
with
about is
Chris,
sinners.
I think with Chris, we
whatever.
just didn't know. We don't because we didn't know what happened to him. Like after high school, like it just leaves it up in the air.
Yeah, that's true.
But we also didn't see
It-
much of Darnell, like actually on the fucking field.
Yeah, that's
And I
true.
We
think the
we are
only the thing
told
that
that
gives
he's good. We told
Darnell,
that he at the league and he in the league and in LA. But this is the first time that y'all asses are actually going to any damn games that he just loves strippers. Like we're told all of these things, but we didn't actually see it. I'm saying Chris because we actually got to see Chris.
yeah,
mm.
if we're going off the eye test, then yeah, for sure. But I was talking like if we're going off what the show is telling us, like if we're going off what they're telling us,
You know I don't really love to do
Darnell
that.
is
Hmm.
They be lying.
yeah, they do.
Anything else from this episode? Do we think that Ava's taking Cassius back?
I do.
I
Absolutely.
hope she doesn't.
I
Yeah.
do.
For her
She
sake.
do. She do. She's going to. I mean,
I feel
she
bad
I
for
mean,
her.
she
everything
shouldn't.
should
But
say she shouldn't, but given everything that's happened, I think she. I don't think she's. I think she still cares about that man. As crazy as it sounds, she do. I mean, she wouldn't have done all she did towards the end of this episode if she didn't still care about him. He's got a lot of work to do for sure,
I've cut off
but
people I still care
I,
about to this day.
I think well that's fine, Erica. I hear you on that, but yeah, I do think I don't think they'll be in a better place. I'll say this. I don't think they'll be together, but they'll probably be in a better place working towards that by the end of the season. That's what I'll say.
I mean,
I don't.
I think okay, I can see the possibility of that, but I felt like if he was a little firmer with his dad and just,
Mm-hmm.
like please be a man for once, like in defense of your family.
Mm-hmm.
Like I could see, okay, yeah, Ava, I think that's the move, but I still think he was still a little too soft and it was given, so like, I do you want this family or not? Like, you willing to break this family up over this nonsense?
Right.
Like, that's crazy. I don't know if he could come back from that. Because
And he was
that's
technically
really
like
crazy thinking.
that decision also. Like he wouldn't have made those steps if KJ didn't like put his foot down. Like even
Exactly.
when his dad was like, "Oh, when I walk out of this door, I'm never going coming back. So what you going to choose?" He didn't be like, "Yeah, up out of here."
Yeah, he
He's like,
wasn't.
I guess."
If
He's
that's
like,
he was
Yeah.
like if that's how
I
it
guess
gotta
that's
be.
what
Like,
Like he literally said the one
like,
thing that was like him not actually choosing. He literally deflected as,
yeah.
and it's like you need to make a statement right now. Yeah, get your ass up out of here. You need help.
That alone would have been like, okay, Cassius, we could be redeemed. We could come back from this. But that answer, I'm like, so you still given that you
Mm-hmm.
would still choose this man over your family, and that's insane. That is
No, I
actually insane.
don't. I don't think so. No, I don't. I think it's like baby steps. Okay, I don't think he would go for this foolishness again. Given how much it's cost him and his family, no.
You
Maybe I'm
don't
in the
think
So
so?
Sophie,
minority.
for
Maybe I'm
that
in
to
the
be the
minority
case,
in that.
for that to be the case, for your logic to stand up specifically for you, you would also have to be able to point to what about this what about this did he actually show change in. The point that we're making in
Yeah.
reference to him making a stronger stance will point to an actual shift for him because he has not actually displayed that. That leaves him open to go and make the same mistakes, maybe for different reasons or even unintentionally, because he has not even made a outward bold choice or statement, not only to perform that for his family, but then also to shift his own convictions.
Yeah, that's
Mhm.
fair.
Exactly. I mean,
You highlight the comment Eric made because I think that's where it has to go because this is that comment Eric made makes
What
the
comment?
most sense. It says Cash is better not have an easy road to redemption. I'm sorry, the foolishness he put his family through. He needs to feel it at least for a season, and he put in parentheses if they get renewed.
Yeah,
So
he
yeah,
does.
I think
Yeah.
Because
yeah, no, he
this
had to
was
go through it.
100% uncalled for. You look too damn good to be
Very.
doing this dumb shit. Mm-mm.
yeah.
Yeah, he
Um,
needs
Honestly,
to
the
learn.
story would have hit. The story would have hit more if he was trying to take Layla or something. I'm sorry.
You
It
know
would have
what,
hit way
Michael?
more.
well, that'd be you know what? This is where I log
My
off
God.
like because of that.
It
Like,
would have
what?
elevated the story for sure, but if the motivations wasn't right, that would have looked even worse. You gonna
Oh
steal this
No.
Yeah.
man's wife because your daddy mad at his dead little brother?
Right.
What?
Hey,
And,
at
and
least
That
your
is
it was.
family?
crazy
At
work,
least,
bro.
And your
at least.
family? That's your cousin?
Your
Oh,
cousin?
that
I
I
mean,
don't.
Layla's not his cousin though. Layla's
No,
not his
but you
cousin.
gonna go
I
take
know,
your
but
cousin's wife
it's
because your daddy still got beef with his dead little brother?
You see, now that's what I call revenge. Now, if we're talking about revenge, that's what I call
That's
revenge. If you ask me,
crazy.
That's
oh,
ghetto.
That's
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 a
crazy.
insane.
not
No,
this,
but
not this whole. Oh, I'm gonna beat you in the championship game. Like, bro, we don't care.
yeah, we don't care. But also, why befriend Layla if you have all this smoke for Jordan? Like,
Well, he
it doesn't
didn't
make
know
sense.
Layla was Jordan's
Right,
wife
right, at
when
first.
he first
When he
met
was over
her.
there
Yeah,
crying
I
all
mean,
Found
his
out.
damn
yeah,
hopes
but
and dreams
now,
and drinking all her
yeah, I
liquor.
know, but like when he found out, it's not like he switched up on Layla or anything.
Because he don't have
Cause
no
he
So
damn
ain't got no
friends.
friends.
you ain't got no friends.
Me and Erica is
Friend life, friend life.
here.
Okay, times were desperate. Okay, none of this makes sense. He had no need to have any beef. He didn't have to crash up his whole marriage and ruin his family for this. And then I don't know. I think it's gonna be a real long,
And
hard
then
year.
they gonna have a
Yeah.
lady for the next episode and be like, oh well, he apologized and kumbaya and it's all good.
No.
Kumbaya.
I need KJ to continue to trim that cold shoulder for a little bit.
It's not
'Cause,
enough because
uh,
even KJ was like more firm with his
Mm-hmm.
granddaddy than Cassius was. He's just
yeah.
like, hey,
Yeah.
if we're gonna have this conversation, you're gonna have to like not talk to my pops like that. What did
Yeah.
Cassius do? If that's
It's
how
cool.
it's
It's
gonna
cool.
be,
It's alright, KJ.
like, sir,
I mean,
sir.
Cassius, based on the promo, Cassius is in the house. They look like they're having everybody's there, so it's all kumbaya next episode.
I gotta
I
see
don't
the
know if it's
Well,
preview. I
with
all
haven't
everybody
seen
kumbaya.
it.
but Jordan.
Y'all do me a favor and hit that like button. There's 51 people in here right now and only 23 likes. Let's go ahead and fix that. Um,
I don't know if
very
it's
last
kumbaya.
predictions. 30 seconds, y'all. No proclamations, because I gotta get ready to go. Nobody want to
Predictions
go
on the
first?
season.
30 seconds of whatever you want to say before we get out of here.
I think Cassius should suffer a little more. I think KJ shouldn't pay for his father's sin. And I think Umbina should go to boarding school.
Mm.
Okay. Yeah, no, I think Cassius needs to suffer real hard because so you need to come back from this and you're real far. Amina, you need to decide what you're doing, Gil, because we're confused. And Khalil,
Yeah.
please, like, I mean, I get it, but don't crash out too hard. Like, they're gonna get better. And
Yeah.
Jordan, please stop. Like, Jordan, stop. Just stop. Actually,
Just
don't
stop.
come there.
Georgia, stop.
Like, yeah, like that
Get
time
on.
when he
Get
wanted
back
to
on the
trailer.
gurney.
Yeah, please. And thank you. Because, like, that time when he went on the trailer, I'm like, so it's really never that serious.
I think Crenshaw is gonna win the championship game. Amina is gonna either choose Khalil or it's gonna be left on a cliffhanger where we don't know who she chooses. Marquis gonna die, and
Ooh.
Ooh.
honestly, Cassius is just gonna stay pathetic.
Kofi.
Ooh.
Ooh.
I think next episode we're gonna have some fall off for everything that's happened, and I do predict that this championship game is gonna be close. I think, given that Beverly has the better quarterback, I think Beverly's gonna end up winning the game. I don't know why, because KJ thinks like he was ready to leave, but he don't want to leave his teammates hanging, and he won't be necessarily playing for Ashes, but he's gonna be playing for his boys. So I feel like he's gonna ball out and get this championship. That's what I think.
JJ.
I think I think KJ may question his relationship with football again and may think about quitting after the championship. Um, I also think Khalil may try to get revenge for what happened to Jordan, maybe possibly. And Amina, I don't think there's gonna be a decision gonna be made. I think it's gonna be a cliffhanger type of thing.
I could totally see that. Thank y'all for joining me for another dope conversation about All American, unpacking the episode. Oh, Dominic, you're back. Did you want to say something?
Yes, Erica, my phone died and it was my phone to come back. But let's see.
30 seconds.
Yeah, I agree with the ladies. Pastors need to have a little more common sense or a little suffering might have to happen. Yeah, KJ might actually go back to Oakland. I don't know if I'm at school close to Amina, I don't know what to tell you. Amina might actually choose the boarding school. Let us pray in Jesus' name, like Philly is feeling very fast. Eva might have to stop in a little bit more time. She might it might Marquee might have she has to see 6 feet under, but yeah, I think I covered most characters. Thank you. So, yeah, that's me.
Alrighty. Y'all, I will see you next week. We're back to Wednesdays next week, y'all, because I actually have a flight on Tuesday of next week. So we will be back to Wednesdays. Sorry for the switch up, but thank you for your patience. Again, thank everybody for joining me that called in, as well as everybody in the chat. Y'all have a great weekend. Go see Sinners, damn it, immediately. And if you're going to help Erica get the film prints,
Yes.
slide in my
I gotta
DM.
watch it.
Damn
I watch
it.
it.
Yeah,
I'll
I've
try
heard
and see it.
nothing but it's been nothing but good reviews. Like just 10 out of 10s. Everybody that I've talked to,
yeah.
10 out of 10.
Yeah.
Like,
All
I
right,
need
then.
new words,
I'll
y'all. I need new words. I don't have enough words or the accurate words to describe the damn film. And again, I've seen it for the 4th time today, so go see it.
Okay, I'm gonna go see it this week in IMAX. So yeah.
In IMAX. See it in
Yeah.
IMAX. At least your first time seeing it
All
in IMAX. All right, y'all. Thank
Yeah.
you so
All right.
much. Everybody in the chat, thank y'all. Shout out to Supernova. I saw Just Danielle come in. I'm sorry I didn't get to say hey, boo. Welcome, welcome, welcome in. The Lawrence Report, Kendra, Kay, Brittany, Janelle, Tequila, Christia, Mercedes. Thank you guys so much for being in the chat and joining us. This was a really great live. We got to unpack quite a lot. I love it when it's really more like a big ass group call. So I hope if you're watching this on replay that you are enjoying it. Feel free to drop a comment into the comment section and give this video a like if you like the conversations. I will see you next week on live or in my breakdown, which I'm going to try to have up tomorrow, y'all. I'm going to try. Go see Sinners. Bye.